to jump into this game. It came up in my Steam queue and got curious about it, and I got my buddy Risky with me here. This came up in my Steam queue, and it just looks like kind of right up my alley. It's an open world survival game designed for co-op in a, what is it, a Viking, like kind of feudal
It's like
Viking
Minecraft in a way.
Okay, all right.
Means like Dark Souls maybe.
Oh, is the combat kind of Souls-ish?
Lightly. Like you can time your parries to like stun your opponents. You can combo your attacks together. It's pretty basic, but there's also some depth to it. The more you experience it.
Is it kind of like Conan Exiles?
No, because there's no like targeting.
Oh, okay.
With Conan, like you could lock onto a target, and there's like a lot of rolling and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, basically, if you've played Ark, if you played Minecraft, if you played 7 Days to Die, if you played any of those Conan Exiles and you've enjoyed those games, you're probably going to enjoy this game.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let me get this posted to social media, and then I'll be ready to roll.
Just don't put the password out for everybody.
Gotcha. Does it show the password when you type it in?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure before I went to get on that.
I mean, like if you're going to talk to, anyone, just don't mention it while you're recording or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, I will keep it confidential. I don't want everybody, and everybody and their brother jumping in. I'm not expecting to have a ton of viewership because, my YouTube's is not booming, but I haven't done it in a minute, so figure this would be a good thing. Like, early access games are usually a good opportunity, especially if they're well reviewed. And plus, if I like it, then I want to recommend it. So
an early access game to have full overwhelmingly positive, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's another reason I just went for it, is because you never see that. So
not in this day and age.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Where's my...
So I just made a new character so that I'm starting off fresh. That way I don't have to worry about trying to move my main character and equip all my stuff.
Okay.
So I can come over and help you learn the basics. There's a lot of things that the game doesn't really teach you.
Okay, gotcha.
It's kind of built in the, theory of like the old school games that we grew up playing.
Yeah, figure it out for yourself, dude. Yeah. So, okay, and let's see. There we go.
I'm beating guys with my torch, setting them on fire.
I think the hardest thing for me in this is going to be not comparing this to, like, making too many comparisons to other games. I guess it wouldn't be a horrible thing, but okay.
It's natural. You're gonna do it.
Start game. I guess I gotta. Select character. Okay, new character. Wow, them pixelated graphics though.
Exactly. That's
Oh
when
my
I first
God.
saw it. I was like, "This is PS1 graphics."
That's the one thing I have heard, is that like it's very old school.
It's the art style, because the placeable building blocks, your character are pretty basic as far as the animations and the graphics. But then if you look at like the environment and the sky and the water, it's really good looking.
Right on.
So it's kind of a contrast.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about that is not very optimized, but yet I'm still running like 70 to 90 frames pretty much everywhere.
Oh, nice.
No crashes, no freeze ups.
That's impressive. All right, I gotta get my look going here.
Make sure you turn down some of your game sounds and music and stuff, because it can get pretty loud.
Yeah, I just turned down like the overall volume. I just turned it way down. So, yeah, got a Qui-Gon Jinn looking guy here.
And for some reason, the female model looks really bad. It looks way worse than the male.
Really?
It's like they put it in as an afterthought.
Well, it is 2021, so you gotta keep that stuff in mind. You don't have to, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Just trying to decide what I like. It's kind of cool. Like, there's the graphic style, because it's very sort of PS1. You know, I'm sure some people will wanna down talk it, but it's got almost like a nostalgia feel.
Exactly. It's got that old school, yeah, a nostalgia vibe of like the games we, early like EverQuest, kind of like not Skyrim, but the precursors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm having a brain fart on those. Morrowind and
Oblivion.
the other one. Yeah.
Which, funny enough, I never ended up playing those, but.
I was into other games when those were popular, and I went back and tried them, but they were too outdated. I played them a few hours, but I know they were a big influence on a lot of games.
Yeah, I gotta get back into Skyrim too. I was just looking at mods for, like, graphic mods for Skyrim.
I was
SE.
just playing that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I had that like RPG thirst for like a good in-depth RPG, and I was like, all right, I'll go back to that, and I installed a bunch of mods and played it for about 10 hours or so, and then moved on to something else. It's just I've dumped so many hours in that game as far as restarting, because I always would try more and more mods. At one point I had like 80 mods or so.
Jeez.
I mean, I made it look really good, but I'd have all these different overhauls and stuff. So I'd get partway through, and I'd be like, man, this skill line, I could build my character this other way. So I've probably made 30 plus different characters in Skyrim, and played most of them up to probably the first, like, say 5 to 10 hours, most of them, with a handful of them, further than that. But I don't think I've fully completed the Skyrim campaign 100%.
That's always been your Achilles heel, is wanting to try all the different classes.
I have severe altitis, and I always have to make alts and try different builds. I wish I could control it. Like, I need some meds to control that, because I get partway in, and then it's like I'm replaying the same content over and over because I'm making new builds, but I want to try everything.
Right.
You're always thinking, oh, that's cool, I gotta try that.
Yeah, there's the upside to that, is, that you actually get you get a good taste for what you like, at least. It's just you gotta get past that initial. You gotta, like, narrow down which one you like and get past that initial hump, basically.
And this is one of those games where everything you do has its own skill line, and it levels up as you do it.
Oh, wow.
So you've got like running, you've got axes, you've got swords, you got two-handers, hammers, swimming, wood chopping, I mean, all that stuff.
Dang. All right.
So it's got that old school, RPG bones to it, but yet it's a survival game.
That's cool.
So if you're loading into the server, right?
I just finished my character, and do I click start or new or what?
Okay, so you hit start, and then it'll pop up like if you want to create a world, but if you go to the
hit cancel,
find game, I think,
join game,
or join game.
Okay, and then let me look.
And then there should be a box about halfway down that tab where you can type in.
Yeah.
If you just type in HELH, it should be welcome to Valheim.
Okay, yeah. Let me look up the messages in my phone so that I can see. Okay, got it. Let's see. I guess it'd be community.
Yeah, it'd be a community one.
There's Valheim BS. Let me try welcome. There we go. Welcome to Valheim. And then connect.
Make sure you put the capital.
Yeah. I hit connect and it. Oh, there it goes. All right.
Yeah, it gives you a sec. Surprising. I mean, this game, I don't understand how it's so small and runs so well with all the shit I've already seen.
Huh.
One of the cool things is there's, I want to say 4 or 5 different biomes, I think, that are active right now, but there's a couple others that aren't finished.
Mm-hmm.
The neat thing is they have them in the game. There's just nothing spawned in those biomes. As soon as they finish that, it's going to be like a patch, and then it's going to all be like populated. So no one's going to have to like reset their servers or anything like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so these guys have like a really good grasp on how to launch, run, and patch a game, basically.
Oh yeah. I mean, with all this crap we've had to deal with over the years with bad developers over-promising and stuff, it's really nice to find a game like this where they're like, yeah, we know what you guys want.
That's cool.
It may not look super pretty,
Well, that's
but
something.
honestly, to a real gamer, gameplay over looks.
Yeah, if it can draw you in well enough, then you can get. I mean, that's why Minecraft worked so well. Holy shit! Being carried by a giant creepy ass raven thing. Looks like
Odin.
oh. Okay.
Isn't Odin the raven?
I think.
Doesn't he go-
Yeah, I think you're right. It's an interesting loading screen. Oh, okay, so I can actually rotate my camera while this is going on. That's cool. Does it just, like, drop you in a random spot?
It drops you at the spawn point.
Okay. Hail, warrior! Oh, nice, it's got on-screen tooltips. You've been granted the power of Eikthyr. Use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, and uncover their lost treasures and resources. The Elder awaits. Spuds McGee! Poof.
I had to activate the power. It didn't start off with it. And that's just because someone's already killed the first boss on the server. Normally you wouldn't have that unlocked early.
Oh, okay, alright.
So there's 5 bosses right now that they've got. There's more planned. So the whole plan is like there's this main world, right? And we fight all the way through the bosses. And apparently after we're done, we're going to go to Valheim. And then fight with other gods against other gods.
Whoa.
So there's going to be a whole another set of bosses once we go to like heaven or Valheim. Or
So this is like going from being immortal to a demigod to a god is the kind of the idea, the progression.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying not to like spoil things too much for myself, but I've just been watching random videos and just hearing people. Mostly I just listen to them because I'm concentrated on playing.
Right. So right click kind of puts you into a stance. I'm assuming that's probably a guard when you have
A block.
Yeah. Does it work for? Does it block when you're like barehanded?
I'm not sure if it can block unarmed. I know you can do it with like just a one-hander and a two-hander.
So crouches. So there's
Control.
so there's no roll and it's toggle. Okay.
There is a roll if you. I think it's right-click and space. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right click and space.
I
Oh.
mean, hopefully they'll rebind that so we can just have a one key. Like I like Alt for dodge.
Yeah, same here. Or even if it's like a double tap kind of a thing. I know that's not as handy as a single key, but still.
I hardly ever dodge, but I know some of the, I tend to fight a lot of the harder stuff with a bow. It's easier to kite them around versus trying to face tanky stuff.
Okay.
So anyway, starting off, a typical survival game, we got to start off with like wood and rocks, build our tools. Press tab, that opens up your inventory. You can see like what stuff you've unlocked as far as crafting abilities.
Alright, tab. Crafts, I have nothing.
You have a torch, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's my one key. What's this? A rag tunic? Okay, so that's what I'm
equipped.
wearing.
So
okay.
right now, and I'm hoping they'll add this later, but right now everything that you have equipped is your shared inventory spaces, and then you have the ones across the top or your hotbar.
Gotcha.
So there's not like if you equip armor and weapons, it's still taking inventory slots.
Gotcha. Oh, that's kind of a cool way to do it. I kind of dig that actually.
So starting off, you can't cut down the trees, so you can cut down these little like twigs.
Just
punch
punch the twigs. Skill improved, unarmed, just by hitting a bush. There we go.
First thing I would suggest creating a club, so you have a melee weapon.
Gotcha.
Man, the fog is rolling in thick right now.
That's funny. You can you can increase your unarmed by punching a tree.
Yeah, you can level up like your weapons and stuff by hitting trees and rocks and stuff too. So let's try to find. We need to find rocks, little rocks on the ground.
Okay.
Probably be easier if we head towards the shore. We have a little house directly south of here, so we can head that way.
Okay.
Try to get some rocks.
See, can I see you on the map?
Oh, hit M and click the bottom right-hand corner where it says visible.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you're going this way. Oh wow! You actually improve your running. That's crazy.
Yep.
Does your stamina increase just like as the more you push it, the more it increases?
Not really. So your health and your stamina are all affected by what food you eat.
Oh.
They all have different bonuses and stuff. So it's like a micro buff system in a way.
Okay.
And you can eat the 3 slots to the left of like your hunger bar. Or you can have 3 different foods. And then your health will go up. But we just need to find food and stuff. Berries are one of the earliest ones. Same with mushrooms.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, once we get a pickaxe, or not a pickaxe, a actual axe, the physics for cutting down trees are freaking awesome in this game. Like you knock down a tree and it can hit another tree and knock down that tree, and then that tree can knock down 2 other trees.
Oh,
you can have
cool.
this like cascading effect, and for a lot of people, that's how they get their first couple deaths, is by knocking trees down.
That's
so I think.
So yeah, that answered the question I was gonna ask. Is if you knock down a tree. Oh wow, there's like a little fallen branch, and that actually counted as you can just pick it up as wood. That's cool.
So the stuff that you interact with, that you can hit E on, it's you press E on it and it like dislodges it from
what the hell
ground.
is this? Little weird, creepy goblin-looking thing. Oh, okay. I killed him pretty
Kick his
easy.
ass. Yeah, the starter ones are very basic.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
So this is like a ruin. There's these spread out around the map. There's all different types.
I got it. This is one of those games I gotta be careful with because it's like I'm gonna see all the little stuff on the ground that I can pick up, and I'm gonna clutter my inventory before I ever.
Well, and you have a carry weight too.
Oh, okay. So this is like something you could kind of reclaim. Oh, there's a chest.
I
Oh,
doubt
it's
there's
empty.
anything in
Yeah,
it.
it's empty.
But yeah, you can renovate those if you want. I prefer to build my own, but let's keep heading south. If you press the button next to like the alligator mouth next to the M, you can zoom out and in on your mini map. So if you zoom out a couple times, it makes it a little easier to figure out where you're going.
Okay.
And I think there's a UI scale option too. Where is that?
What are those? Those are
Oh, it's under miscellaneous.
dandelions and resin.
I increased mine up. I'm running at 1440p. I don't know what it looks like at 1080.
It's not too bad. It looks like it was kind of intended to be at 1080. Why do I hear something that sounds like a wolf? Sounds like there's a bunch of stuff growling out here.
There's these little lizard guys. They're pretty easy. They'll come over and attack you. They tend to live near water. Boars, if you get too close, will become aggressive and attack you. Then you have those little gray dwarf guys that run around. A lot of different mobs, but there's wildlife. The deer make a lot of noise when you get close, like they get skittish and run away.
Wow. They did a good job with the balancing, like the stone axe, like it's you know, a good quickness for taking down the small trees.
Yeah. So I figured I'll show you some
Oh, that's a boar.
couple things that we've built just to give you an idea
Oh, that's two boar.
of what's possible.
What's this?
The club is probably going to be a better combat weapon than the axe.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to get into a fight. I just... They were like right between you and me.
Yeah, and you've got to watch the your uh, what's it called? Your stamina is the main thing. When you don't have any buffs, you have like no health, no stamina.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Also, food will give you a health regen.
Oh wow, a meadow. That's cool.
Yeah. So down here is where our. Oh wait, isn't this where it is? What?
This crow's still trying to frickin'. What do you want? Found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina.
Oh, hang on. There, I went to the wrong meadow. Being that I don't have the map explored on this guy, I picked the wrong one. Yeah, we got to go more this way where the other guys are. So there's portals in this game that you can make to help, like, so you can have like outposts from places and travel back and forth.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a lot of cool sailing, a lot of different ships and stuff. I saw one in a video last night that could hold like 20 people.
That's awesome. That was one of the things that got my attention too, is the fact they had actual sailing. Are mushrooms toxic or hallucinogenic?
No, they're one of the, mushrooms and berries are going to be, and meat are probably going to be your 3 buff food for the first like 10 hours of the game probably.
Gotcha.
You can also get the little neck gecko guys or whatever. They drop tails that you can fry, but those are more rare, so I only use those if I'm going to go
fried lizard
do
tails.
something. And something they just added to the patch last night or this morning, I don't remember. Mobs now throw a red exclamation point above their head if they aggro on you, and they'll do a yellow circle if they're like detecting you and haven't aggroed yet.
Okay.
So, and every mob you kill, like you kill it, and then it like the body decomposes and you get the loot. So that's what the little like purple explosion is when the bodies die.
What the F was that? Little frickin' seagull like swooped right down on the ground by me.
Yeah,
there's
there's
weird.
seagulls and ravens and shit.
Oh, there went one of the lizards, I think. Damn, that thing was fast.
Yeah, they have like a weird kind of gargling noise. I don't know how to really describe it. It's like an amphibian noise. The easiest like humanoid mob are the Greylings. They're pretty easy. Higher tier mobs tend to be a little bit bigger, and they can have stars next to their name, 1 or 2 stars. I haven't seen anything above a 2-star yet.
Huh. There we go, got a necktail.
Alright. So here's the first little outpost we made just to get into like bronze and stuff.
Alright. Hold on, just killed another grayling. Okay, coming your way.
And you'll probably get some unlocks by just walking around this base, because being near like the workbench, being near the portals,
Hang on.
all that stuff.
Found a deer.
The deer early on, the starter bow sucks ass. It has so much drop. It's hard to kill the deer early on. You can sneak up. If you sneak up from like behind them, you can basically one-shot the deer. And it's the best way of killing them because they outrun you early game.
I gotcha. Well, there's one running toward you.
There you go.
Thank
Grab
you.
the meat off that guy.
Yeah, the other one I found was trapped in one of the little like shack ruin things.
Now beware of water, because if your stamina is low and you try to like swim across a river, you can drown.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a real basic little thing. Talk to the deal.
Cool.
But what I mean, you can see what we've got. Oh. We have a ward down, and we're not on the ward, so.
Oh, okay.
So this was just a little basic setup, just to kind of get started.
Oh, you got one of the
crafting bench.
The troll heads already.
Yeah, yeah. And we got some storage. I mean, this is pretty basic, survival type stuff.
Yeah, talk to the stupid. Trying to just talk to the crow everywhere to just clear the messages.
So I mean, look at the textures for the water and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
And like, look straight up. See the world tree?
Oh, dude, that's cool. Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alright, so let's go through one of these portals and I'll show you our new base location where this one's going to be tore down here shortly. So these are portals. We go through this one.
I was just watching Stargate not too long ago.
I've been watching Stargate as well.
Oh yeah, since
SG1.
yeah, since it came back on Netflix.
So I built this. This is our crafting hall / like farm building right now.
Oh, cool. Okay. I love that it's like all lodge looking.
Well, that was the design, kind of open air. We got this big ass fire here.
That's really cool.
You know, all our storage and stuff. The other guy, he's working on the main hall up the hill here. It's not as finished yet. But I ran across this location and look at all this space we've got here. It's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, this is cool.
So there's a whole, like, basically there's 2 field biomes next to each other here with these little rivers in between. And if you look straight out to the south there where that ruins is, there's a little strip of like forest there that we cut down to open up the view. We're gonna plant more trees and stuff around here. Right now it's pretty open. But we have all this room. Like, we were gonna start building a bunch of shit. We wanted to make it kind of look like a Viking village, so like each different house has a thing it does.
Yeah, definitely.
Versus everything in one building.
Kind of follow the theme of the game.
I don't know if you can tell. It's starting to get kind of dark. Some of this building will be brown, and then it'll be green, like kind of greenish.
Oh, does the wood actually age?
Yeah, it gets damaged. Wood can take damage from rain if it's not covered by a roof piece.
Oh, wow.
So, like, you can see the floor here. See, part of it was before he put the roof up, and part of it was after.
Wow, that's wild.
So you can go along. The neat thing is, repairing is completely free.
Oh, okay. So you just
like
use
I
a
can
hammer.
go like this and just like click all around and repair everything.
Oh, awesome. That's
Repairing
nice.
your gear and weapons is free as well.
That's kind of a nice trade-off considering, like, you know, the in-depth as far as, like, you're talking about the weather exposure and all that kind of stuff, like.
Right.
Oh, nice. You get rest.
So yeah, this is what he's laying out. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing as far as the design and whatnot, but he started working on this, and I helped him level it off and put the floor down, and then I let him go, and I started working on the barn or whatever. The plan is, like, to the south, we're gonna have like a farming area with pens for animals, so you can tame like boars and wolves, and there's another large creature you can tame too, big packing mule or something.
Oh wow.
It looks like kind of like the gas bags from Ark.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a big kind of mammoth creature.
The I noticed the like braces in the inside. Is there structural integrity, or is it just part of like
yes,
the?
There
is.
is.
Okay, I wondered. Okay.
So it's similar to Conan in that way.
All right.
Yeah, Conan's the one with structural. Well, Ark I think had it too.
Yeah, a lot of games where you build actually do have it. Oh, music got all intense.
Yeah, it's got pretty good music and stuff. So basically, I tried setting this up so it's function, but it also looks nice.
Okay.
Like, see, this forge cooler, this anvil, they have to be placed within a certain range of the forge workbench to increase the level of the workbench.
Oh.
So you have to craft these accessories that allow you to make higher tier stuff, upgrade things to higher tier. And this is a normal workbench, and it also has like this tanning rack, the adze or whatever, and then the chopping block. These are all accessories to the workbench.
Okay.
Now this over here is just a decoration. What it is you can take a full stack of wood or stone. Do you have PvP turned on?
I don't know. I didn't set it to on. He's not hurting me.
Damage. Okay.
Yeah, I say I'm at 20.
Your food was down a little bit, so I wasn't sure. So this is just a full stack of wood. I just put it there because near the other chopping blocks. Then over here you can see 2 stacks of the stone.
Okay.
So, yeah, so there's that. Um, yeah, and if you look up, you can see how the smoke goes up and out of the building.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So all I did is I put 5 fireplaces down and just kind of made a decorative thing around it.
Hmm. That's cool.
So yeah, we
So
need to
the
add more.
fire on the, and so this isn't, is this, so the fires are the things inside. This is just you put like a frame around it basically to make
Yeah,
it look
see
nice.
the
Okay.
X's are like what I use for the walls, so you can see through them. So it's like open air.
Ah, okay.
But the bottom ones are like the squished X's. They're shorter. They're the ones I use for around the chests here. I
Ah,
just kind
ha!
of messed around with beams and the X's and stuff. Then
That's so cool.
I was able to get these smoke racks close enough on this side here that you can actually cook meat on them, and they don't have to be like over the fire because they're close enough.
Ah, that's
I mean,
neat.
the cooking's going to be done inside eventually in the hall. He's going to set up a whole cooking area in that building.
Mm.
Oh, he said he threw a spear at you. Can you give it back to him?
Oh.
I think
Oh.
it landed near you and you sucked it up.
I thought that was.
If you control click, it'll just throw it out of your inventory. You don't have to drag and drop it.
Okay, there we go. It said bronze spear unlocked, and I thought it was. It happened. It like coincided when I was looking at something. I think the workbench, and I thought it was just a, like somehow I ended up unlocking it inadvertently. That's funny.
Yeah. If you want, we can go clear over to the other side of this meadow and start setting up over there, or we could go back to like the other place. This is just where we're gonna be building our main base at this point.
Okay.
But I mean, we don't have to build right next to it. We can go back and build near the other stuff.
I think might go back and build near the other stuff just because like that's closest to the sort of vanilla start. Yeah.
Right, and that'll be easier for you to meet up with the other guys.
Right.
So we'll go back here.
And then it's like I can kind of branch out. More natural experience.
So there is a building right near the spawn point. It's a little circular building, and we're planning on setting it up with a bunch of portals to like everyone's bases.
Uh-huh.
Because everyone will, explore and set up their own portals at their base to different like resources and biomes and shit. So if we had a central location that people could, join the game, go through a portal to so and so's base, and then they're there, and then they can take all their personal ones. That's kind of the idea we had.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes.
Why can't I go through the portal?
Did you go through the wrong way, or do you have ore on you?
Or
I don't.
I have.
Did you walk
stone? And I walked through the other one to get here. I have a stone and resin.
Did you happen to walk next to one of the forges and pick up some like bronze or?
Oh, I did. I've got copper.
So there's a restriction for teleporting that metal and ore can't be sent through a portal.
Oh,
so
interesting.
So if you go over to the forge workbench near the forges, there's a chest up above. Just throw the metal in there.
Okay.
And you can control click to shift stuff between inventories.
So leather scraps. That's probably from the deer. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. I was like, I can't. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere.
Oh, I can't access any of these. So what I would suggest is starting off, and what we can do is, I don't remember, I know where the other group's base is to the northeast of the spawn, but I don't know, basically everywhere else is going to be open. So we could like go to the left and go into that one field we ran into originally and set up over that way.
Yeah, let's do that. Why not? That way it's something that hadn't been claimed and looked like it was, it's right on the edge of a forest. And
the forest is nice because that's where you end up finding like your metal and stuff. But the problem is, there's a lot more of the gray dudes. Well, these greylings and the gray dwarves, I think they're called. Anyway, so yeah, there's more of those, and at night everything gets more aggressive. So I just hate getting attacked by those things if you build too close or in the forest right off the bat.
Okay.
So you're much safer building in a meadow biome. And yeah, you could build like in the trees like this, but I prefer having the open space and actually having a view.
Oh yeah, sure.
You get anything off that?
I think, yeah, neck tail.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna try to grab some meat at the house, but I don't have permission to get in the chest. And I was like, well, we can go off berries and whatever else we find.
Yeah, like I said, I want to kind of...
If you make yourself a knife, like just a flint knife or whatever it is, it's really easy because the knife has a bigger like backstab bonus, so you can just sneak up and kill deer and stuff really easy that way.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't unlocked that yet. Maybe I haven't picked up the flint.
We need to be, that, and we need to build a workbench to be able to do it.
Oh, okay.
There's only so many tools you can make in your basic inventory.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's this field here. So basically, if you press tab, or if you build yourself a hammer,
Alright.
and then equip it, like select that slot and right click, it opens up the crafting stuff. So the first thing you'll have to make is a workbench, which is for basically all the crafting materials, you have to put a workbench down first, and it puts like a workable zone around it. Everything has to be within one of those zones. So if you're like building a big build, you may have to drop like 4 or 5 workbenches to get it set up initially. Okay. Now, early on, you can't break rocks. We have to kill the first boss and get the hardened antlers from him to be able to make the first pickaxe.
Oh.
So this is like the second tier of guys, the gray dwarfs, the basic ones. They basically just throw rocks at you, but they're a little bit harder than the greylings.
Geez, the I could see with PvP turned on, the co-op combat being a pain in the ass. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
My torch ran out of... Oh, okay, it's easy to craft.
Yeah, you can make a new one.
Oh, there's a deer in the water. Oh, shit. Water's not good. I just remembered.
Yeah, if they're out from the shore a little bit, you can't swim down for some reason in this game. You can just swim along the surface. So, I mean, we could build out on one of those little islands near one of those things, or just here in the field, whatever. I mean, the neat thing about this game is anything you build, you can tear down instantly, and it gives you all the resources back.
Oh, that's nice.
So there's no like lost resources.
I just don't know about the islands. Like, it doesn't seem like there'd be a lot of space, and I mean, granted, I guess we could sort of build platforms, but like with structural integrity, it seems like that'd be kind of a pain.
Yeah, it's whatever you want to do. You pick the spot. I'm just here to help you, learn the basics and get stuff figured out, because I figure if I can help you learn, then you can help your guys learn.
Yeah, definitely.
And I struggled a lot for like the first 10 hours. And there's not a whole lot of info online. I've been watching a lot of videos. Stuff's been coming out, but content was really sparse the first few days. And the wiki was outdated because it was set up during like the alpha. So there's a lot of stuff that's changed.
I think kind of this little holler here is kind of a good, looks like a natural spot.
You can make once we get flint, you can make a hoe, and you can like level out the ground more.
Okay.
So yeah, we can start off with like a 3x3. Okay, so these are berry bushes, these over here. I'm not 100% sure if they respawn or not, but they're a good early game food to keep on you, so your health and stamina is higher.
Okay, nice.
Once you get on later, you'll be able to use the berries and the mushrooms and stuff to build higher tier recipes that last longer and give you bigger bonuses, but it's going to be a while till you get to that point. I think you have to be into bronze before you can make the fermenting barrels. Make the booze. So
that booze is important.
Wherever you want to build, just keep in mind, if we're not flattening the ground, you may have to deal with grass coming through your floors.
Okay, so they don't really have a what do you call it?
Well, the hoe will flatten the ground and turn it to dirt.
Well, what I'm saying, they don't have a raising. They don't have a raise, or like a raise up. Oh, okay.
They do. It costs stone to raise, but it's free to level.
Okay. I see.
So, I mean, what we could do is just build a little shack, because you can't repair off a workbench unless it's like enclosed. So you got to at least make a lean-to, so it's covered on 3 sides on a roof.
Okay.
And then you have an active workbench.
All right, let's see.
Because you could make a small shack to get the workbench set up, and then we could run along the shore and try to find some flint, because flint you just pick up by hand.
All right, there we go. Workbench. And build menu, building. So basically, I'm not gonna really be able to do floor, huh?
You don't have to do the floor for the lean-to right now. Like, it's very easy. You could just throw up a lean-to around that. The best thing for that I found is start off with the walls. Like, snap a wall on the left-hand side like this, like centered,
Okay.
and then snap some walls along the back, come across the other side, and then put a roof on top of it, and it should be activated. And then we can just throw down boxes nearby for now till you get the leveling tool unlocked.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Ta-da! And then roof. Oop. There we go.
Yeah, this you have to be basically looking at the surface that you want to snap it to.
That's kind of reminiscent of Arc. So thatch.
Hopefully they'll change it a little bit because it makes it hard for like stacking pillars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You have to end up building like stairs up next to it and then stack them up.
So thatched roof is the only.
Yep, that's the roof. There's no wood roofs. It's only thatch in this tier.
Alright. Like that?
So now go to the workbench and see if it gives you an option to repair. It'll give you an error if you try to click on it.
Hang on, I gotta. How do I get out of the build thing?
Just switch to another slot.
Okay, there we go.
It says it's too exposed. Demo it with your hammer out. Middle mouse button is the demo. And then replace one centered back. Try to snap it as close to the back wall as you can. It says it's too exposed right now. Oh, no. You hit the roof instead of the... I was talking about demoing just the bench.
Oh, ha!
To replace the bench.
I misunderstood. Oh, shit.
Well, now you screwed it all up. We gotta start all over. Tear it all down.
Okay. Bench. Crafting. Workbench.
It doesn't have to be like touching the wall. Just scoot it as close to the wall as you can get it.
Alright.
It should be able to be used.
It's too exposed. Can I build
Really?
out? Can I build roof, like flat roof out?
Just try to snap another roof along the top here.
Yeah, like, huh. Missing requirement? What am I missing? Oh, I need
you're
more
probably out
wood.
of wood.
Alright, hang on.
There, I just threw one up.
Oh,
See if
okay.
it works. There you go.
Cool.
So now that pop-up, on the left-hand side of that pop-up, there's like a hammer, and that's what you click on to repair your stuff.
Let me see. Oh, okay, gotcha. I can repair the torch.
So for, oh yeah, it's just stone and wood to make the hoe. So that's what you want to make.
Oh, okay, cool. I need more wood. I gotta remedy that.
Yeah, so now we can just go out and start chopping trees. The birch trees you won't be able to unlock yet, or cut down yet. There's different like tiers of trees, and they require harder materials like to make the blade out of to cut down.
Okay.
Just be mindful of how the trees fall.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh, yeah. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Totally meant to do that. Yeah, exactly. Oops, wait. Give me that wood. Oh.
See, I can play it off that no one saw that, but you're streaming, so they're gonna see that. Look at that, he played for 10 minutes and died to a tree.
Hack up this log. So the log as a whole is gonna come apart, right? Yeah.
So it drops as one big log, and then it breaks up into two pieces, and then each piece breaks into actual wood.
If that, okay, so a question: if that rolling log hit the house, would it do damage?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you can even like if you get on a hill, you can knock down a tree, and like push the log down the hill and have it run into other trees, and
Knock that.
you can use that to, like, we could use that to knock down birch trees,
Okay.
even though we can't cut them down yet. And then depending on how the logs are, you can push the logs into like tree stumps and rocks to cause damage to that and break it up into wood. So you can kind of cheese your way through the progression if you're really dedicated and driven.
Oh, I think
but that's not how you're supposed to do it.
I think that's kind of.
You can also lure trolls over and make them like attack near you to have them break up trees and stuff that way too.
That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So I got the hoe crafted. Yeah. All right. So you're not.
The whole leveling system's a little janky, but it's definitely better than not having one.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
From what I heard, it supposedly tries to level it from the elevation you're standing on when you do it. So keep that in mind.
All right, so I got the hoe. So what's the better thing to focus on right now? Resource gathering or building up the base, or what?
Well, you're not gonna be able to build a base till you get the wood.
Okay, all right.
So basically you want to get like a basic little place set up. I mean, could just put down a couple boxes and then go exploring for like flint and food and leather and stuff.
All right.
Huh. You're gonna want to get like a shield, weapon. Basically, flint would be the next thing. Flint and leather.
I like how there's kind of a combo sort of thing where like your first 2 hits are kind of light, but once you get that 3rd hit, then it's a heavy hit. That's kind of cool.
Well, and a lot of the weapons have an alternate attack with middle mouse as well.
I need to get that set up. Hang on, I'm gonna set my control for that.
I mean, right click is block, so you don't really want to change that unless you're used to blocking a different key.
Oh, so the what do you call it? The club doesn't have the secondary then. The secondary attack. It's just a basic.
Not? Oh no, no, I guess it doesn't. But I know like the sword does, the mace does. I haven't really experimented with the rest of them. And there's different damage types that affect creatures differently depending on, like blunt is strong against the skeletons.
Oh, okay.
But slash isn't. The damage numbers will tell you whether they're weak against the ability or if they're resistant. If it's yellow numbers, they're weak to it. White numbers are just average, and then gray numbers are like you're hitting a resistance.
Oh, okay. Is there fishing in the game?
Yep.
Nice.
You can go out on your ship and fish and stuff.
I can see what you mean about going along the shore. I already picked up some flint.
I believe the flint is where the Black Forest is. It tends to be along the shore near Black Forest.
Okay. That makes sense.
And you can, if you open up your map, if you hover over different parts of the map that you have explored, in the top right of the map window will tell you what biome you're looking at with your cursor.
Oh, okay. I can see the. Well, I can see it up there right now. Anyway, it's just as meadows.
Right. So I've got a chest down. I'm dropping some miscellaneous stuff in there.
Okay.
I'll put a little fireplace down. Now there is a buff that you can get called resting. You probably noticed it when you were at the old base.
Yeah.
Now that buff, depending on how comfortable the place is where you get it, can last a varying amount of time, and it gives you more health and stamina regen. So it really helps for basically anywhere you go. You want to have that stamina regen going.
Okay.
There's a couple different ways you can get it. Basically, you know, at home, you'll have a fire. It's being near a fire. You can get a comfort buff. Starting off, you're only going to get like a comfort level 1. So you go by the fire and you hit X to sit down. And as long as you're not in combat or have a monster near you, it'll give you the resting indicator with the Z's, and it'll tell you what your comfort level is.
Alright, and let's see.
So once you get the buff, you get 8 minutes of that regen. And you can build a campfire anywhere while you're exploring. So just keep that in mind. Try to keep that buff up as much as possible. It helps you run away from stuff too.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to give you some berries.
Oh, I
It's
ate some. Okay.
Oh, well, I just gave you some more.
I got
It's the only food I have right now. Well, we need to kill some stuff and try to get some food.
Yeah, I've got 4 meat right now. Can I?
Nice.
Is there a cooking rack thing?
Oh yeah, it's it's in the crafting menu.
Alright, crafting. There we go. Let's see. Put it like. Do I need to put it over the fire? Or I can put it right next to it, right?
No, it needs to be where it hangs basically over the fire.
Okay.
I mean, you can scoot it to one side or the other, but yeah. So now this is time based. You just walk up to it and press E. If you have multiple types of meat and you only want to cook a certain type, you can put it on your hotbar and then hit that key when you're looking at the station.
Okay.
But if you just have meat and you just want to throw it on, you can just hit E. Now
Alright.
they'll cook for like 15 seconds or so, and then it'll make a little sizzling sound. If you don't take them off the fire within like 10 seconds, they'll turn to charcoal.
Oh, alright.
But you'll see it cooks.
And how do I... Oh, there we go. Cooked meat. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm not sure where the nearest black... I'm going to head down this way. How do I have that explored? Did I run all the way over there? Yes, I did. Alright, well, I'm going to head this way and look for flint and try to kill some shit for leather and meat.
Okay, I'll head the opposite direction. That's kind of the direction I was headed anyway.
Yeah, just kill any boar, any necks, and obviously deer if you can sneak up to them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got super frustrated trying to use a bow to hunt deer.
Oh, really? Just
Once
because
I figured out you could sneak up to them and one-shot them, it makes it way easier.
That's because the
And so sneaking uses your stamina bar, but you can stop and your stamina will go back up
Okay, all right, good
while
to
you're
know.
sneaking.
Okay, so question: these little trees, like these sapling type trees?
Not really worth cutting down.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Tracks.
can they
Can they grow up?
Yes.
I don't know if they have. I've never seen it, but I also haven't watched a tree grow. We planted a couple trees outside our base, but I didn't handle that, so I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing they start off as plants and grow big. I don't think there's an intermediate stage, because I haven't noticed anywhere where like I had small trees and then I came back to the area and there were big trees. So I think they're two separate entities. They don't actually like grow unless they're planted. I mean, I'm guessing probably what they go is from a plant to a full tree, kind of like in Minecraft.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't think there's a
No stages.
in between.
That's funny. I had it. Well, it did almost worked. Oh yeah, there we go. I had a tree that I cut down, and it was leaning into the water, so it fell into the water. And I used the. Oops. Yeah.
Well, I guess flint can be found in meadows too. I just found some in meadows.
Nice.
The other guy was telling me it was only in Black Forest, and I just took his word for it.
That might have been the only place he saw it.
Well, copper and tin are definitely only in Black Forest, so maybe flint is in others as well. Some of the ruins you'll find will be like half destroyed towers or like crypts in the ground, and there'll be mobs that spawn around them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can one-shot the deer with a club too. You don't necessarily have to make one of those
I just did.
knives.
Yeah. Yeah, I managed to one-shot one. Is that flint? Can I get to that? Sweet, it's flint. Sweet, sweet.
Also, if you mouse over some of your weapons and gear, you actually will get a movement decrease having stuff in your hands. So if you hit R, it'll put whatever you have in your hands on your back. You can hit R again to re-equip it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now, sometimes I've noticed it doesn't always, like if you've done other stuff for a while, even though it shows it's on your back, sometimes hitting R won't put it back in your hands. That's probably just a small, minor bug.
Okay.
I've also found that sometimes in combat, like say if you're cutting trees down and something comes up and attack you and you're trying to hit one to switch to your sword or something, if you're doing any other kind of action at the same time as you're trying to switch weapons, it doesn't like override it. So you actually have to like stop what you're doing and then hit the button to switch.
Oh, okay.
Some games are forgiving, like you can be like mid swing and then like switch to another weapon, but this game doesn't do that. So it's a little bit to get used to right off the bat, but it's not too bad. You just can't like freak out and start swinging your axe at stuff while you're trying to switch to your sword.
Gotcha. I just killed a bunch of necks. It's like a little...
Someone put a workbench in here.
I like the fact that they have little sparks that come up off the loot. Well, I should probably get back to base. The sun's getting real low.
Just, yeah, there's more monsters that come out at night. It's not anything you're not going to be able to handle. Just watch around you as you're gathering and stuff. You should be fine to be able to go out and gather at night.
Okay.
But the gray dwarves will show up more frequently, and they'll come in like more packs. So it definitely gets more dangerous at night.
Okay. You know,
as long as you're, keeping situational awareness and watching. Especially at night, you tend to see their eyes glowing from a distance.
Okay.
So they're fairly easy to see, and they make noise. As far as the deer go, the stags tend to have better gear. Like they tend to be higher level and they'll drop more resources.
Okay. I haven't come across a stag yet.
There's a 1-star one here, and my sneak attack only took a third of its life. I don't think I'm killing him.
Damn it! Come back, deer. I missed. It's gonna outrun me.
Yeah, if you don't one-shot it early game, you're pretty much out of luck. Now they do run away. If you hang out in the area and give it like a minute, they'll come back to wherever you spooked them from.
Oh, okay.
I just recently learned that. I didn't realize they actually go back. I thought they just ran away and never, came back that way.
Does your torch take away from your stealth?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never really had a problem seeing at night outdoors, unless it's foggy. It's only when I go into the crypts and stuff that I have a problem seeing.
I don't feel
Could just be whatever your brightness is. By moonlight, I normally don't really have a problem.
It's kind of funny. You can hear the deer, and they sound like
They sound odd, honestly.
Yeah, they sound like
I think they need to
dogs. They sound
rework
like
them.
yipping dogs. You could eat another bite. You think? Take that, you bastard.
So what have you guys been playing recently?
Lately, we've actually been playing Empyrean.
Oh yeah, went back to that one.
Yeah. I mean, the game, did its full launch thing, so. And of course, they're still adding, updates and patches and stuff. Like, even though it's technically not alpha anymore, there's still a bunch of features they're gonna add and stuff.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I mean, I haven't played it since I lived in Boise back in the day, and that was way back with the old crew basically.
Yeah,
And I haven't really touched it lately.
they've done quite a bit to it. They've added actually a full storyline, plus some side quests and stuff. They've added capital vessel, like NPC capital vessels, and kind of the combat and go along with it, and little things like what do you call it? If you attack a station, depending on the station's like position and loot and all that kind of stuff, um, it can actually call in support anywhere from like 1 to 3 capital vessels or drones, or it just um, it just kind of depends. And they've added
Yeah, because back in the day, the interactions with the NPCs were pretty bland.
yeah, it's gotten better. It's still not super like in depth tactically, but it's definitely a lot more fun, and than a lot more than it used to be. So, plus they've changed it to where like anything can dock to anything basically. So you can dock CVs to CVs and SVs to SVs and all that, like anything.
That's nice.
The only catch is that it's basically got a parent-child system. So whatever you dock the first ship to, everything else has to dock to that.
Oh, gotcha.
And a docked vessel, even if you have the shields activated, the docked vessel's shields deactivate when they dock. So you couldn't, like, if you like piggybacked a ship like 2 capital vessels, if the capital vessel that's like basically piggybacking on the main one, however you want to word it, it's vulnerable. So
that's kind of odd.
yeah, I think it's a means to, well, it's a means for balancing, because they basically they didn't want people making like meat shields, or
Oh yeah, they could like surround themselves with smaller ships with shields.
right, exactly, and have like layered
Okay.
armor.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. It kind of like, it's a bummer to find that out, because like I made a capital vessel, like a smaller capital vessel, and then I was like, it'd be cool is to have it like, be uh have it dock to a larger one, and then it's kind of like you'd have a sort of a shuttle sort of a thing, but the uh the shield mechanic just kind of ruined that idea, because if you get attacked, then of course it's vulnerable. Let's
Yeah,
see.
for sure.
All right, let's see. Leather scraps. Now what's the? Oh. So how do you go from 1 star to 2 star?
That's the. Are you talking about to upgrade the workbench?
Or, well, to upgrade like equipment and stuff.
Okay, so if you want to take some equipment you have and upgrade it, you go to the upgrade tab.
Uh huh.
But it looks like you have to have level 2 workbench. So if you grab your hammer, right click, and go to the crafting tab, there'll be stars next to the modifiers for the workbench.
Oh, I
So
see.
the next thing would be the chopping block, and then the one after
And then
that
the
is
tanning
tanning rack.
rack. Okay, I see. Alright, so, let's see. Oh, I should probably cook. How much more raw meat do I got? Like 3 more raw meat. Or no. I guess I only had 2 more raw meat. Oh, and the neck tails. I gotta cook those too. Got a good amount of wood. I got 5 leather. Let me know if you need any food.
Oh, I'm good. I brought back some meat. I just gotta cook it.
Alright. Go ahead. Let's see. Alright, and...
We've got a bunch of flint now.
Oh,
What's
okay.
holding us back is leather.
Alright, that's gonna take, That's gonna take...
Deer.
Deer, yeah.
Deer and boar. Some of the stuff requires the scrap, some of it's the other. You know, if you put the roofs the same way as the other ones, pointing up, it should still keep it protected, but you won't feel like you have to crouch going in. It looked like you were trying to crouch going into there.
Well, I just did for a second. I wasn't really, but I'll go ahead and
I mean, I've always been able to build exactly what you did here and protect my workbench, so I don't know why this one's not working. You could try putting down floors, snap floors underneath here, and then replace the workbench on the floors.
Oh yeah. It's okay.
I don't recall ever building floors for my little lean-tos.
It's okay. I'll just do it that way.
I'm a nightlight.
Ah! Can you catch other people on fire?
I don't know. I don't have enough health to experiment with that.
I'm a little frustrated that they don't have just like flat roof. You know what I mean?
They may add. I mean, anything that you think of, if you press escape, go to the little feedback button, and you can send them recommendations.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not, it's really, that's just a minor thing, but, it's just kind of the thought.
Yeah, I also want inverted slanted walls, like the corner ones.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice that they have 26 and 45. That's cool, because there's a lot of games like Ark that only have one 45. Are you taking my cooked meat?
I think I did here.
That's all good. I have a few more to cook.
Just being a mooch. It's like if I sit close enough to the fire.
Feed me, feed me.
Alright, I'm gonna go back into the forest and see if I can, since I'm basically just having to work with the club as it is right now.
Yeah, that's basically all you have, unless you make
I should probably, actually,
Flint's
I should go for the knife
dagger.
and just in case I run into another, because that one deer.
Hey, look. Come here.
Should we try it? Nope,
It doesn't look
guess
like
not.
it works. I'm kind of glad.
Yeah,
Hopefully they don't add shit like you can accidentally catch your house on fire. Like you let one fire arrow go wrong and all of a sudden your house is on fire.
See, now it says it's too exposed after that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did you put the floors down?
No. Here. So, do I need to tear up the bench, right?
Well, put the floors down first. If you snap them to the bottom of the walls, you may have to look kind of funky at it. Should be able to snap. You might not be able to see them real well, but...
Okay, yeah.
Because you can't place anything without a workbench.
Did that... Oh, it is there. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they're there. So now pick up the workbench and replace it.
Hang on.
And then hopefully it'll work.
Alright.
Oh, now the rain put out the fire. Oh, I need to get my food off before it turns to charcoal.
Let's see. Remove. Crafting. Workbench. I'm gonna try and put it like in the friggin' wall this time. Let's see how that does.
There we go. That still says to expose.
All right, I'll build it out. I'll need a good, try and do a little something for the fire too, I think.
Now that you have the flattening tool, you can start building. We should have plenty of wood and stuff.
I really like how the walls, like I know it would kind of create some madness for the roofs, but I really like that the walls can be rotated so many different angles.
Yeah, and you can kind of place, if you don't want to snap stuff to like the edges, if you hold down shift when you're trying to place it, you can kind of like clip it into other items. Gives you some more freedom. I'm hoping that they're gonna add like in between rotations, like if you go to place a floor and you mouse wheel to rotate it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had a little bit finer adjustments, because there's certain times when you're trying to like build with the terrain and like you're rotating and you're like, well shit, I can't get it, you know, lined up smooth with the face of this rock or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just slightly off. I mean, it's a pet peeve, but you never know with these developers, they could easily come up with some cool shit.
Right. All right. Now it won't let me. Oh wait. There
Just the whole smoke system is cool.
Yeah.
So Richard was messaged me earlier. He's thinking about getting this game too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was hesitant too because I saw you remember Trenton, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of his buddies, well not a lot of them, but there was like 4 or 5 of them that were playing the game like on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, so I looked at it, I was like, what's that game? Just it caught me off guard that there were so many of them playing that, a game I hadn't heard of, so I went and looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, but the graphics look pretty shitty, so I even had one of them message me if I was interested in getting it, and I was like, it looks like PS1 graphics. I'm not really into that anymore.
Right.
You know, back in the day I could handle it, but I was like, But as I started seeing like more and more popular YouTubers and stuff make videos on it, I was like, okay, maybe there's something to this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some more research, and I was like, okay, for $20, you know what? I'll try it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's worth the money. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I've got more than $20, you know, use out of it in the last 4 or 5 days.
All right, let's see.
And the fact that it's, you know, not even finished yet, you know, there's a lot of stuff they can do to this game yet.
Right.
Oh, and there's kind of like the 7 Days to Die invasions or whatever, Blood Knights,
Oh.
but they're random.
Okay.
There's different ones, which actually I don't think that'll affect us, because what I heard from one of the videos I watched is it's based off 1 tier lower than the highest boss you've killed,
Oh.
as far as what can show up. All I've experienced so far, because I haven't killed the second boss yet,
Mm-hmm.
has been when we first started this map, we brought our characters over, but we didn't bring any stuff, so we just kept our levels.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted kind of a fresh start. We'd each been playing on our single player world before the server was set up. And so we came over, and on day 1 we were setting up a base and got attacked by a bunch of boars.
Whoa.
And it'll say something like in red text. The one that I've seen most often, it says the forest is moving, and you start getting attacked by gray dwarves. And there's like, they just spawn around you and they come at you. Apparently they go towards, it happens at your base.
Okay.
And it's whatever base has had the most activity around it. Kind of like the heat map system in 7 Days, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man, some of these deer I just can't sneak up on. I've been taking for granted how easy it is to sneak. I have troll armor on my main character, and it has a set bonus that gives you a higher sneak.
Oh.
Though I haven't really snuck to kill deer, I think, since I built that set, honestly, because I've gotten into the 2nd tier of bows, which works way better.
Why can't I place... Do fires have to be outside or on the ground?
Yeah, they have to be placed on the ground.
Oh.
Now you can kind of trick it. So, like, say if you place a floor and you want like an indoor fireplace, pick up one chunk of the floor, uh, you may have to raise the ground underneath it to like set the fire to a certain level.
Mhm.
Then you can snap the floor back over the fire, so it'll look like the fireplace is on the floor.
Oh, okay.
If you get what I'm explaining there.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
But if the ground is too low, you may actually have to raise the ground and then place it. But
I think I got it.
it's fairly level. You can just plop it down, put the floor back down, you're good to go.
Yeah, there we go. I got us a covered fire with the smoke.
Make sure you make a chimney.
Yeah, I got it to where the smoke's going, I think mostly out. Oh, wait, that spot might not work great. Let me see.
I've seen many posts online about people dying to smoke, and like they're freaking out. Why am I losing health? I'm not, hurt. I'm not starving. I go in my house and I'm dying. Yeah, you can't breathe smoke, buddy. Also, apparently, let me look, double check. Yeah, the knife doesn't give you a movement speed penalty for having it in your hand.
Oh, that's nice.
Most of the weapons give you like a 5% for each hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have your weapons out, that's most likely a 10% reduction in speed. And it can make a big difference when you're trying to run away from something.
Okay.
Especially early game when you don't have a lot of stamina, that extra 10% movement speed can mean getting away or not.
Gotcha. Okay, I think that works. Oh no, I see. Is that?
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh, I hit this deer with a sneak attack, but didn't have like no damage for some reason.
Huh.
And I was using the knife, and I was completely stealth. Because there's like an eyeball that shows up if you're partially visible or fully visible.
Hmm.
And I had it as a slit, so I should have been completely stealth.
Now, how do you repair?
You go to the workbench.
No, I mean the building, like the floor and stuff.
So you put the hammer in your inventory,
Mm-hmm.
or in your hand, and then you right click, and instead of picking one of the like crafting items, you click the hammer icon, and then you can just left click on everything.
Ah, nice. Okay. I think I've got a fairly decent working chimney.
Yeah, normally what I end up having to do is, you'll have like a slope of a roof, and so you'll cut out one section to let the air go out,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you slope the roof the opposite direction over that gap, then you can protect from rain and still have the smoke escape.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little janky if you just have a free hanging sloped roof facing the opposite direction over that hole,
Mm-hmm.
but it works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can fancy it up if you want, but early game is all about the function,
Yeah, yeah.
You'll probably eventually want to move somewhere near Black Forest and set up an outpost for getting ore and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Being that you can't portal it and the stuff's heavy, you tend to not want to be running a lot of that back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, it seems way easier when you're going after these deer, because they'll tend to be sometimes in groups of like 2 or 3.
Uh-huh.
So if you sneak attack one of them and they all scatter, just walk like 20 feet away, crouch and wait,
Mm.
and within 20 seconds or so they'll start coming back. Way easier than trying to chase them everywhere.
Right. Why does the fire keep going out? That's weird.
Well, it's raining.
Yeah, but I thought I pretty well had it covered with how I've got it right now. Damn, I gotta get some more wood. To the trees!
So the second boss, the second boss, the one that hopefully we're going to be killing later tonight with some of the other guys if they decide to get on. You get more loot the more people are on the server when you kill the boss.
Oh.
Which is nice. So not everyone actually has to be at the boss fight, as long as they're logged in on the server. Because there's, I think the third boss drops keys you need to use for the swamp.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what they're for, but I've just heard something about swamp keys. But yeah, the second boss, when you kill him, you can switch to a different buff. And this first one gives you 5 minutes. It's a 20-minute cooldown, 5-minute buff for lowered stamina, and sprinting and jumping stamina usage is lowered.
Hmm.
But the second one is a wood cutting buff.
Oh, nice.
It's really handy. It makes like your wood cutting twice as strong.
Is there a way to what do you call it? Oh, flint spear. I need to make that flint knife. Anyways, is there a way to deconstruct items? That's what I'm trying to say.
No.
Okay. So pretty much once you don't have a use for it, then
Just get rid of it. Right now, stuff seems to be protected if you drop it within like this. If you see how big the circle is when you drop the workstation, the workbench, and you pull out your hammer, you can see a circle.
Mm-hmm.
So approximately that distance away from either a workbench or a campfire creates like a longer duration timer or something, so stuff takes longer to go away.
Okay.
Outside of that range, it can disappear after like a day or two, stuff on the ground.
Okay.
But within that range, stuff can last like weeks. So if you're going to get rid of stuff, try not dropping it near your base.
Gotcha. I noticed on the flint axe it said something about slash, and it's an increase over the stone axe.
It's just I think there's a raw DPS stat, and then in parentheses is like approximate damage per swing range. I've also heard the flint axe really isn't any better than the stone axe if you upgrade the stone axe like once or twice.
Oh, okay. Alright, well I went ahead and did a flint axe without realizing that, but that's okay.
Well, I tend to do it anyway. Flint's easy to find. And if it lasts a little longer than the stone axe. The one nice thing about the stone axe, if you're out running around, you can always make another one in your inventory.
Yeah.
But what you tend to want to do is upgrade your gear to higher levels.
Okay.
So it just works better.
Oh, I just saw a fish.
Yeah, there's a few of those out there.
Let's see. The one thing is definitely a little.
How come are you not showing mark? Oh yeah, there you are. the other guy's logged off. I was wondering why there was only one marker on the map.
Oh. Ah, there's a good little flint patch. That's nice. Interesting. That's good. I like that you can do like spam E to pick a bunch of stuff up.
Yeah, the one thing I don't enjoy, which I'm sure it's probably been asked by a lot of people, is the ability to hold down left click when you're like mining or chopping trees. Having to click each time, it's kind of an old school mechanic. They really need to change that.
Gotcha. Whoa! Oh shit!
That's the basic thing that I would like change the most, is just being able to hold down left click when I'm chopping shit.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Everything else that they've added and done like quality of life for, it's like I'm sure that's coming. It's probably just something they weren't really thinking about.
Oh, somebody's got a little shack down here on the shore. A she shack by the seashore.
Are you sure it's not a ruin?
It's got fences and a boat next to it, so my assumption is no.
Oh, that's the outpost that we went to originally, where the portals were.
Oh, haha. Okay. Didn't realize it was that close. Oh, a deer. Oh, deer. Oh shoot! I gotta hold still and let the stamina recharge. Oh wow, there's one closer to me than I realized.
Also, you can set waypoints, markers on the map. I think it's, if you open up the map on the right hand side, there will be different icons that you can select from. Then you double click on the map, and then you can name it.
Oh, okay.
And you can right click to delete them, and you can middle click on the map to share like a ping location. Be like, hey guys, come over here. You click there, and then everyone on the server sees where you clicked.
Okay. Yeah, kind of getting somewhere now. Getcha. Oh, that's a boar there. Oh. Whoa. It's like the boar were like sleeping or something. I gotta hold still.
Yeah, I haven't seen them sleeping before. Not in this game.
Unless they were just low in the grass or something. All I know is they
Probably. They tend to wander around.
So the boar.
So another melee option is you can make a spear, like a flint spear. You can fight melee with it, but then you can also, I think it's middle mouse button, the alternate attack throws it.
Okay.
Kind of a neat option.
That reminds me, I wanted to try and change. That's throwing me off because I got. Doesn't seem like my custom mouse thing works. Because I have. What do you call it?
I was able to change auto run to one of my side mouse buttons. I did notice that like they have the way they designate it for the key bindings, like there'll be mouse space 3 and then mouse no space 3 for like different designations to the buttons, so it threw me off at the start.
I'll have to look closer because the it registers when I click the thumb button, but then it's like when I do it, it like when I was trying to use the thumb button to middle click to destroy parts of the house, it wasn't working.
Are you sure it's not conflicting with another keybind? Because I was going to change auto run to middle mouse because that's how I have it set up on a lot of other games, but being that middle mouse is required for like all your alternate attacks, I didn't want to do that because I'd kind of gotten used to that as far as demoing and different things like that. So I ended up changing it back. It didn't, because it allowed me to set the new key binding, but it didn't change the old one like a lot of games do. It'll pop up saying, are you sure you want to rebind it because something else is bound to that button?
Right.
It allows you to bind the same button multiple actions, so you may be coming into a conflict.
Actually, no. I just realized it's because because they were alternate things. Deconstruct was still set to the actual middle click.
Oh, gotcha. So there's certain keybinds depending on what tool you're using.
Yeah, and I just saw that it was the middle click is the mouse -3, and then the actual thumb button is just the mouse, mouse 3. So that's cool. All right, just don't run away on me, dear. I was kind of bugging out a little bit. Don't run. Just a little closer. Ah, damn it. One hit, but then it ran. No, come back.
Basically, you're just going to have to wait there for it to come back.
Ow, what the hell?
Early game, you're not really going to be able to catch up to deer unless they get stuck on something.
Gotcha. I see what you were saying about if your stamina's low, you just start losing health in the frickin' in the water. Yeah, if I got whoa, that lightning though.
The storms are freaking epic if you're near the water. Once it gets going, just look out across the water.
Oh wow, I see what you're saying. Hey, little frickin' gray dwarf. Ouch. There we go. Ooh, that gray dwarf almost killed me. Got a gray dwarf trophy.
Try to keep your food buffs up as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because they keep your health and stamina up higher. Plus, they'll give you a health regen. You'll feel a lot better once you get some like basic leather armor and tool or weapons and shields and stuff.
Gotcha. Trying to solve the fire not staying lit.
I don't know if the fires are gonna go out now. Oh, I don't know, maybe? No, it looks awfully smoky in here. It's just that it's out right now because of the rain, so we'd have more smoke if it was still on.
When it was lit, it seemed to be going out out just fine, but why does it keep going out? Like,
I think it's because you have an opening of that one. I don't think this counts as a wall, this X. So being that the opening to that one slant is facing now towards the water, I'm thinking it's allowing water to come in that way.
Well, I got one. Okay.
Oh, it's on now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's inconsistent, but let me see what I can do out here. See if I can snap. Something. Can I get up on top here? Alright, I'm gonna do this just as a temporary thing, just so I can get up here. Whoa!
You tend to build a lot of temporary walls and stairs and stuff.
Alright, let's do that.
Back up.
Huh?
Back up for a second. Did you see what you picked up?
No. Oh, leather pants. Sweet. Thank you.
And a shirt.
Awesome. Alright, I will put those on.
Should make yourself a shield, though. When you make the wooden shields, there's a round shield and like a tower shield. When you click on them, there'll be a style button, and you can pick like different paint jobs and stuff.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So like, I have this one. You might have to pull out your torch to really see it.
Oop, hang on.
Look at this storm. It's freaking nuts.
Oh, that's cool. A swirl.
Yeah.
Gotta get some more wood. That fire still not working?
It just went out again.
What the hell? Cause see, like that should be plenty of covering. The only thing I can think is maybe on the ground. I think maybe I need to raise up the ground and.
I mean, honestly, all you should have to do is snap a 26-degree roof in the opposite direction than normal roof, and then you should be good to go.
I got a gray dwarf after me. Hang on. Ow, you fucker.
Okay, if you take that off, that off. You dying?
Yeah, I'm kind of low. Okay, you fixing it?
Well, I think I just was experimenting. It looks like that's working. You can replace the side with an actual slanted wall if you want, instead of that X. But
Yeah.
that should solve the problem. I hope they increase the like vacuum radius a little bit.
Yeah. It's not wanting to snap in there. There we go.
So I put down the chopping block, so now we can build like armor and stuff.
Okay, sweet. Just kind of want to get the rest of this built up.
Also, to increase your comfort level, having a bed nearby the fire and having like a decoration of sorts, like a bench or a chair or something like that, can also increase the comfort. Rugs. And the higher the comfort, the longer the duration. Now, just a little tip as far as doors go. The stock doors, like if you walk in and out, like once you wall this off and everything, you'll notice that the stock doors, they're just the same height as your character.
Oh, okay.
And to me, it just feels super claustrophobic using those doors.
Okay.
So I tend to use the gate doors.
Okay.
I just think that they look a little better. You can use a single one. It operates just like a normal door. It's a half a wall higher. If I remember right.
Alright. Oh. Ouch. Log started rolling toward me.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to get started getting a basic base set up.
Yeah, I like it. Got a little...
It's just learning, you know, the crafting system, how to build stuff.
Right.
And we're still getting a little bit of smoke in here. I wonder if I can do that. So yeah, I just dropped that so you can see the comparison in size.
Okay. It's probably a good place for the door anyway, on the corner.
Then you have room to put a bed in here.
Yeah. Yep, yeah, there we go. Half wall. Boom.
Yeah, some of the smoke's still getting into the building. I've done this in most of mine. I don't know why it's not. Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh! Come here, you little bastard.
Actually, if I go...
Getcha. You're bored, dude. These stairs aren't quite wanting to snap right.
Some of the snapping's a little finicky. You gotta look at it from different angles. Move your mouse just slightly up and down sometimes.
There we go.
It'll give you like a red indicator. Alright, I think I've got the smoke handled. It's not, doesn't look like it's filling up. Well, no, maybe? You can't make up its mind.
It's kinda coming in, like, you're talking about, like, right. Oh, no, wait, that's probably... Oh, yeah, no, it's just kinda like right here.
Well, we did have some smoke up at the peak. I tried just using a slanted roof piece over top, but that didn't seem to be catching the smoke enough. So I switched to just a half wall there.
Let's see.
The other thing you can do is snap, for like your storage, snap those little mini floors to the wall, like I did on the outside. And then you can put your shelves and stuff inside. Frees up floor space.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Grab those two meat when they come off. I've got plenty of meat on me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cook up some of these necktails, so I have those as like a third. Do the necktails, they're cooked necktails, right? There's something else? They're not, they don't count as cooked meat? So, like...
yeah, they're their own
okay.
food.
Say that'll be my third food thing.
I usually save the necktails till I go out to like fight something tough, do a dungeon or something, because they're a little more rare. You know, feel free to use them. Especially because there's so many necktail that spawn around here.
Yeah, and what do you call it? What am I trying to say? Oh, the mushrooms, they haven't been as common as I kind of expected them to be.
You'll get more mushrooms if you go out exploring looking for dungeons and stuff. There's yellow mushrooms in the crypts, red ones just out in the woods. You'll start noticing them more as you kind of train your eye to look for them.
Gotcha.
Basically, anything red when you're out in the forest you want to grab. Either it's the berries or the mushroom. See, I don't really care for the animation and the combat of the spear. We'll have to try it some more, because I was watching a guy the other night and he was using a spear really well, blocking and then spearing. And it's, to me, with most of the weapons, they swing in kind of like an arc, you know.
Hmm.
Where with the spear you're jabbing just straight ahead. So to me, it was a lot easier to miss stuff with the spear,
Oh yeah.
especially when it gets up in your face like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you ever meet Anthony when you were up here?
I don't think I did.
Because he roomed with Scott for a couple of years, and then he roomed with me.
Well, I might have met him
I
once.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember because were you up here when Scott was going to ITT Tech?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay,
that was after the fact.
Okay, I couldn't remember timeline when approximately you lived up this way,
Yeah.
but he's looking at getting the game as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's got the game. He's just hoping to get on this evening and play it at some point. I haven't heard anything about doing that boss.
Ah! Smoke started coming in. Said you
Yeah, it
can't.
can happen pretty quick.
You can't breathe smoke. Oh yeah, so some of it's kind of collecting up in the eave. Will it only escape if you open the air up there?
No, I think if you solve the issue, it'll eventually clear out, dissipate.
Just don't know what else we can do. Like you've got it turned out and all that kind of stuff.
You might try destroying the smoker and the fireplace, raising the ground one click, putting the fireplace back down, trying to put a floor underneath it,
Mm-hmm.
and going from there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe it's just sitting too low and it's allowing stuff to escape.
Yeah. That's probably the case.
If there's like more than one full wall gap from like the fireplace to the first like I don't know, hindrance to the smoke.
What in the world?
Deer need to quit barking at me.
Oh, that's why. I'm like trying to destroy stuff and I keep kicking and I was like, what the hell?
You break your hammer.
No, I forgot to switch to it.
Oh. Apparently, there's so many people looking for this game,
Mm-hmm.
like information on this game, that the few people streaming it have been getting a lot of viewers, a lot of YouTube views too, just on normal videos.
Well. Well, we'll see. Hasn't happened for me yet.
It's just fitting that niche of, you know, a cool game that not many people know all the ins and outs yet.
Right.
That's kind of like how my channel grew back in the day. Was through, you know, that Dungeon Defenders game. There's a lot of people needing to know how to complete the in-game content. No one knew how, so they'd go looking for videos, and that's how my channel blew up.
Right.
But I only like creating content once I actually know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, and I like the like jumping in and playing the game, just kind of.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a draw for like the Let's Play design.
Yeah. Just jump in.
I just have never thought I could create good enough content personally because I don't find myself entertaining enough to
Yeah,
do like Let's Plays.
and that's definitely a challenge.
If I had like a group of people that I was playing with regularly, like a lot of the streamers do, that naturally adds content and intrigue to it
Right.
versus just me running along. Especially because most of the time when I'm playing, I'm listening to music and stuff anyway. And if I was doing that on stream, I'd get copyright claimed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in a heartbeat. Alright, well, I moved the fire. I raised the ground as much as I could with the hoe, and then I moved the fire a little further back. So hopefully that will do it. And let's see. Let's get the cooking rack back in here. I should be able to get it, like... right there, ought to work okay. Alright. Now... back out for hunting.
You want to go out on a ship? Like out in the water? Try that out?
Sure, just see what it's like.
We could just run over and take the portal.
Yeah, let me, yeah, I'll kind of run that way. I'll run along the shore, see if I can...
I'm over near there already.
Okay.
I'm out hunting. Gotta get that food.
Alright. For me, I'm, like, more focused on the leather than anything else when it comes to the hunting.
Well, that's, yeah, leather is what we need, but food's, you know, it's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Food and leather.
The sneaking levels up quick.
Yeah, and you actually have to be, you know, near something. You can't just squat in your house and level you're sneaking.
There we go, killed another deer.
Hopefully they'll add more wildlife.
That would be nice, yeah. Give me that amber.
So when's Kaysen getting the game?
I don't know. I don't even know. Well, the funny thing is, like, a lot lately, it's been about, you know, me and the cousins have a lot of games together. So,
They don't want to add another one.
yeah, exactly. Oh man, I spooked that. Ooh, a stag! I'm glad that wildlife doesn't spook other wild. Oh shit! I said that.
Well, it can.
I think it did.
If they're too close together and you kill one, pop out of stealth, it can scare the others.
Oh,
It all depends on, like, who you are and stuff.
it wasn't that. It was. I was sneaking up and I spooked a doe and then, because I hadn't hit sneak yet, and then the stag, I don't know how the stag got spooked. Oh wait, there it is. Be very, very quiet. Oh, it's a 1-star stag.
Remember, it's time for me to sit down on the couch and Kira sits in my spot.
Yes!
And she yells at me when I try to sit in my spot.
Woohoo! Bunch of raw meat and deer hide. I like that.
Yeah, she only sits there when it's about time for me to sit down. Any other time she's not there.
Oh man, necktail. Oh, you really can't swim down.
So yeah, we've got a boat here. Whenever you want to do it, or I can bring it your way. This is actually a lake. I
Oh.
thought it might be connected to the ocean, but it's actually a big lake.
Oh wow. Yeah, I figured it was the seashore. Thought I heard another deer here, but I guess either it got spooked or something, so...
Of course, the wind's blowing the wrong direction. So when you're going like into the wind, you can't lower your sails because obviously it would blow you backwards.
Right.
So the only way to progress is to oar. And it's pretty
Ah.
slow when you're doing it into the wind.
I see you.
Okay. Be careful about jumping in the water. Let me get a little closer.
Alright.
There's a ladder on the left side of the boat. So I'm going to try to come in here and kick my ass in so you can jump in. Can't really stop, so...
See if I can get to the ladder.
Yeah, you know, this is just oar speed for some reason. It's not letting me slow down at all. Actually, wait, there.
There we go. I'm in.
Okay, so let me hop out. I'm going to let you drive.
Huh.
I'm in.
Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like Sea of Thieves, where your direction is based on...
Right, so if you press S all the way down, it'll get rid of the sail. And then you can go against the wind that way, which is the oar. Then you press W a couple times and it'll lower the sail down, and then you can actually start using the wind. Well, this is a really large lake, so there's plenty of room to sail around. I was going to take you over to the new spot with the ocean, but here, well, we don't have to travel as far, and plenty of time to practice. Plus, we don't have to worry about the treacherousness of the ocean.
Ah, gotcha. So, can you run aground? Can you actually damage your ship by hitting rocks?
Yeah, I can take damage.
Okay.
And hopefully you can get out far enough that the wind will actually get a hold. You can get around decently.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of aim in a way to... Wow.
I mean, if you played Sea of Thieves, it's, you know, you got to kind of zigzag with the wind to get where you're going.
Right. I'm trying to watch the streamers and see how the wind is hitting.
Well, it shows you at the UI like where the direction of the wind's coming from.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoa, whoa.
Also, the little like oar or the rudder? Yeah, it'll like light up more yellow and less yellow depending on how much you're getting the wind and not, or whatever. I don't know. So like the more yellow it is, the stronger the wind should be.
Wow, the
We're
wind
moving at
can...
a decent speed.
Oh, the wind just shifted behind us.
Yeah, yeah, it shifts periodically.
Wow, that world tree up above is wild.
Isn't it? I mean, with how low textures everything else is, and you're like, whoa, that looks amazing.
Right.
Imagine like being able to build up there somewhere.
That would be pretty cool. Uh-oh. Is that a storm cloud?
And it's just fog from nighttime.
Mm.
It does look awfully dark though.
Yeah.
Looks like you can kind of see the moon coming up through the clouds.
Yeah, that's cool. It's funny, it reminds me of 13th Warrior. The part
Oh,
where they're-
dude. I was just saying that the other day. Like yesterday. I was asking the other guy I was playing with, I was like, dude, have you seen that Viking movie from back in the day? 13th Warrior? He's like, dude, I love that movie. It's like, that's when you're running around the Black Forest with the mist, it's like totally 13th Warrior vibes.
Oh, Dan! That's cool.
They're making fun of his pony.
Yeah. only
I
an,
just
only
watched that a couple years ago.
for the first time.
No, I had seen it as a kid first, but I just went back and rewatched it a couple years ago.
Only an Arab would bring a dog to war.
Yeah. And they were making fun of his knife too, or his sword.
Yeah.
That's a puny toothpick or a knife or something.
When you die, can I give that to me daughter? See, I think this is roughly the direction of the pier. Actually, I guess it's more this way. 'Cause it's like out on that little peninsula, right?
Just past the peninsula. You can look on the map where the big like green blobs are. That's the fields,
Hmm.
and it's the one to the the east of us. Did you make a marker where the base was?
No, I should have. Sucky thing is trying to sail it back in, like we're fighting
Against
dead against
yeah.
the wind. Yeah, so like zigzagging is really gonna be the only.
Well, if you're fighting against the wind, you may want to drop the sail and just use
Oh
rudder
yeah,
speed.
that's right. That's right.
It'll slow you down. I mean, it's still fairly slow without the sail, but it's faster than trying to fight the wind with the sail up.
Right.
And this is only well, you start off with a raft, and that thing's practically useless. At all costs, avoid using the raft.
Oh wow.
It's just it's a headache. It's only like 2/3 the speed of this boat,
Oh jeez.
and it's not fun. I mean, it's a lot cheaper to make because this one requires you to be into bronze to make this one, so you have to make nails.
Oh okay.
And then there's I think a couple other ships, at least one more after this, because I saw a large one that they had yesterday. I was watching a stream and it looked like it had seats for like 20 people. It was twice as big as this at least.
That's crazy.
After playing this, I want to go back and watch the show Vikings again.
I never
Just to
ended
get
up.
like some building vibes. Look how green the water is underneath us. Oh no, that's dark again. You get periodic like bright spots in the ocean.
Hmm.
Be nice if we got a storm right now. When you get the rain and the wind, and then the waves start getting really big, it's nuts.
Yeah, the waves started
Even
getting,
here on the lake, they can be pretty big.
the waves started
also-
getting kind of big. Yeah, when we first started coming out.
Be careful building next to the water, because it'll look all nice and fine, and you build next to the water.
Mm-hmm.
You get a storm, and the water can raise like 10 feet.
Whoa.
So there's been a lot of times we've started to build. Next thing you know, like there's water coming in the house. We're like, what the hell?
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
yeah, along the shore, the tide and the storms can get quite big. You can see it, right? It's just off to our right.
I think I see fire. I don't see. Wonder why
Yeah,
it's not.
straight ahead where we're pointing now, basically.
I don't know why. Oh, now the structure's starting to load in.
What do you have your view distance set at?
I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
You have like a 1080 Ti or something, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should be able to run this decently.
Yeah.
It's not optimized the best. There's people with like 3080s and 3090s saying they're only getting like 60 FPS, but I get more than that with my card.
Jeez.
And I think my card's probably roughly on par with your card, maybe a little bit better. It's
All
a
right.
2060 Super.
How do they want this docked? Like, where was it?
Just try to bring it up to shore and just barely get it onto the beach if you can.
Okay.
He had it just kind of parked there and it was floating just near the shore.
And I want to like back it in, right?
That doesn't matter because I had to jump in the water and turn it around before we jumped in it, or before I jumped in it earlier. Now later on you can get an ability or an item called a harpoon, and it can allow you to like pull items and stuff to you. So you can do that with like pets and stuff. I'm interested to see. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
That should keep it from going too far. Well, I don't know, the waves are still pretty good.
Here, let me.
Try to bring it in sideways if you can. It's floating back out.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm
Water
gonna.
didn't even come this way.
We did have one at our new location, like we sailed there, parked the ship, and then while we were building, like it broke up on the shore
Ah.
and destroyed.
I expect you to die.
All right. Let's see. See if I can get this to swing right.
Yeah, just hop out. You should be fine. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
Cool. That's
So
fun.
that was sailing.
It's pretty neat. I like it. It's not overly complicated.
One nice thing is it's not like Ark where people have to be sitting in a chair or they fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Though I thought like it's pretty much if you were in there you were good to go. But I was watching this stream and they were in that big boat and they got in some like really gnarly weather with like the waves coming up over the top of the boat and it knocked a guy off the boat.
Whoa.
They're like out in the middle of the water in the ocean. They're like, hold up, man.
Oh, deer. Shit.
Sounds like you spooked him.
It didn't run though. Fuck, I'm out of stamina. Damn it! Stupid grayling frickin' spooked it.
It's a lot easier sneaking around at night killing stuff.
It doesn't help that I need to eat my food, dang it. Ah, it came back and then I spooked it again. I thought sitting down might help the health to fill in faster. It did not. Sneaky. Oh good, it stopped again.
Oh shit, I just spooked him. I was texting and then I took 2 steps and scared a freaking deer. I think it was the first one you came across.
Program their AI correctly.
I want my tier 2 bow, damn it.
Alright, gonna sneak up on Mr. Deer here. Yeah! Damn it! He's coming kind of toward you.
I'm out of stamina and I got 4 necks and a boar on me.
He's coming. Got it!
Nice.
Ouch! Hey, you little bastards.
Jeez,
Oh, I see the deer. There's another deer over here in the water. Yeah, that's a long ways off, though. Don't know if it'd be worth the trouble. Oh, wait. It's kind of coming toward shore. Hang on. Might be able to make this work. Oh, it's running. Did it slow down?
Should have enough leather for a while now. The main thing was getting you into leather armor.
Gotcha.
And getting some scraps to make some of the weapons.
That's the thing, though, is the scraps. Like, the scraps seem to drop a lot less than the full hide.
Well, the scraps drop off the boar.
Oh!
The deer drop the full hides.
Well, I need to kill some more boar, then. That's what I've been hurting for, is the scraps.
Now, what some people do is they'll go to like a plateau like this and make a a field, and they'll build themselves a plateau to live on by using the raise ground command, and just keep raising it. So you basically, it's kind of like 7 days, build up on a rock or something.
Right.
I've seen they'll elevate the land up, build on top of it, and then you can dig like a moat around the base.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
I prefer to build kind of more with the terrain, but some of the ones that they've built up look pretty cool.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Careful,
talking
son,
about
that Jeep comes.
7 Days to Die and elevated positions, like one of my favorite bases in the early game. I mean, like Alpha, probably 7. We did
Might wanna wait till the truck
up
comes.
on like a cliff kind of thing, and it was like you could really only get to our base from one direction, and then we ended up you know, building platforms for defense and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Sneak through, you're gonna sneak right on the edge, and it's gonna seem like he can see you, but he won't be able
Yeah,
to
7 Days has been
be
a
on the
pretty
very
fun game off and on, but
side.
it's still not even finished.
Here comes the Jeep.
Yeah, no,
Okay, now
probably
you're
won't be
fine.
for a long time.
Stop again.
I'm just moving the chests inside real quick,
Just hug the wall and you'll
All right.
be fine.
Sounds good.
so that way it's easy just to drop shit off when you come back.
Gotcha. I'm getting there. Damn.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, the Jeep came that way? What the hell?
Damn. Okay, sitting doesn't make a difference in stamina recovery either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Find some more boar here. And they got great shaders. The view distance and the what do you call it, the depth of field really make a difference as far as that the lower texture graphics.
Yeah.
They were smart for that. Oh yeah, graphics. Draw. Okay, there we go. There we go. Had to turn my draw distance up to very high. Ooh, but my draw distance. Ooh, that cost me some frames. That sucks.
So I have it set down, my draw distance like one at high, one click from top.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
I moved my shadow quality down to medium, and then I have vegetation and particle lights at high. I turned off bloom, motion blur, and depth of field,
Okay.
and I'm not running VSync.
No, I never run VSync. Anytime I run VSync, it seems to make it worse.
Yeah.
And then, I guess,
Is it showing your FPS on the top right?
watching for the other Jeep guy.
No.
How I got that? Wonder if it's a Steam thing. So I noticed that in some of the streams I've watched, it hasn't had the FPS, but I don't remember turning that on. So maybe it's a Steam option that I turned on.
Maybe.
But honestly, if it doesn't feel like it's running bad, you don't need to be constantly looking at your FPS.
No, it doesn't feel bad. It's pretty decent. What time is it? I gotta keep track of the time. I do have work tomorrow. Getting lost in this game. It's good.
Oh, it's easy to do. I just wanted to make sure you got the basics down, so then you're free to jump in and do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a good introductory. Yeah, I feel like I would have been like stumbling around a lot more if you hadn't if we hadn't jumped in together.
So as far as getting into like the copper and stuff, copper and tin. Tin is found in little round rocks along the shore of Black Forest. Copper is found as big, kind of mossy looking flat rocks in the Black Forest. Now, there's almost identical big flat mossy rocks that aren't copper. So you actually Copper will have slightly like gold streaks in it
Uh-huh.
that you can tell from a distance, but if you walk up and look at it, it'll say copper deposit.
Hmm.
Now, something to keep in mind with the copper deposits is you'll see like the rock, but if you dig down underneath the ground a couple tiers, you'll actually find a lot more copper in the ground versus just like the surface deposit.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, so it's like copper and tin are your first metal tiers then, and then you move up into
Right, and you combine
iron
copper
and
and tin to make the bronze.
bronze.
To make the smelters and stuff, if I recall, I think you need to get the cores. They're these red cubes that you can get from the random burial ground / crypt things. They're the skeleton kind of POI things you'll find. I'll have a bunch of skeletons roaming around, and there'll be like a little cave thing you can go into.
Huh.
And if you go in there, you'll see yellow glowing mushrooms. You can get bones from the skeletons. There'll probably be at least one skeleton spawner in there, which you can leave up if you just like try not to stay around the spawner so it keeps spawning and then clear the rest of it. You can use it as like a renewable bone farm if you need it or whatever. But I don't normally worry about it. I've never really needed a lot of bone, more than I've had anyway.
Gotcha.
The only thing I've used bone for is making troll hide armor. Now trolls, there's two different trolls. There's a troll that has a log and a troll that doesn't have a log. The one that doesn't have it will throw, they both will smash the ground, but the one that doesn't have a log will sometimes throw rocks at you. My opinion, the easiest way to kill trolls early on is with arrows, flaming arrows preferably, and you just keep kiting around and shooting. You just keep an eye on your stamina.
That's what I said before.
Okay.
The biggest problem with trolls is they're so big and you have to kite them around a lot. You end up running into more mobs as you're trying to kite the troll. So be wary of that. Also, if you shift to left click something, you can split the stack.
Okay, that's good to know.
Just came by, like, how's it coming back?
I was trying to figure that out a minute ago, actually. I got some raspberries, that's good. There's a bar deer. Don't want to pass that up. Oh, it's a stag too. Damn, spooked.
Once you can get into bronze, the only reason you have to get into bronze is because you need fine wood, which honestly, you could probably, if you didn't want to, wait too long, you could ask one of the other guys, or I could get on my other character and cut down some of the white trees so you can get the fine wood and make yourself the other bow, because it doesn't have near the drop. You can still use the basic arrows in it, but the bow itself doesn't have the insane arrow drop that the crude bow does.
Ah, I see.
As everyone was complaining, I was reading the forums and stuff the last few days, well, pretty much over the weekend and stuff, and a lot of people are like, the bow sucks, and there are people are like, no, just trust us. Wait till you get a better bow. It gets a lot better.
There we go. Alright, move these inside. Okay, so you got a food chest.
Yeah, I just tried to separate the stuff a little bit.
Don't need the rag tunic anymore, right?
No. Everyone that spawns gets one of those. Some of us, you know, like myself, like to free ball it, so the grass feels good as you're running through it without pants.
Something more.
Ooh, it tickles.
Yep. Tickles my nethers. Why do you think I'm giggling so much?
He's a very happy fellow.
Alright, well, I am going to hop off for a bit, take
Okay.
a break, because my other buddy is going to be probably hopping on within the next hour, and I'm going to do all this with him as well.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm going to run back to the start. Now that you've kind of got a grasp on it, you have a general path, you know all the basics. You're saved yourself some headache for the first like 5 hours of the game.
Right, yeah, definitely. I've got a good little thing, good little start. And, I've got a, yeah, general idea of
Now,
the
if you
game
hit
system.
F2, it'll show you how many players are on the server,
Ah, okay.
so that way you can tell. The one
Active
thing it
peers.
doesn't tell you, which it took me quite a while to figure this out,
Mhm.
if you hit enter and type, it's local chat. So only people really like near you are going to be able to read that.
Gotcha.
If you want to talk to everyone on the server, you have to shout. So it's /S and then type.
Okay.
So yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. I was like, why is no one answering me? So I'd like type to people, they'd ignore me, then I'd start messaging them through Steam. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, that's only local chat. So that would have been nice to know.
Let's see.
We're all gonna shoot at the same time? Is that safe?
Yeah, I can make a wood shield now.
Look at under the styles too before you make a shield.
Style.
The two different types of wood shields have a style tab.
Oh,
Gotcha.
There's two guys in that tower.
Ah,
There's
cool.
two guys up in the tower.
The bronze shield doesn't have one, which is kind of odd. But oh yeah, and by the way, this is
I guess that tower's probably gonna matter, huh?
a ping. You see that?
Oh, wait, hang on. I was in the crafting menu. Do it again? Oh, I see. Oh,
Nice.
cool. Okay. Neat.
I do that sometimes even when I'm soloing just to keep my bearings. Like I want to go here, so I'll ping it real quick and just make sure that I'm running in the right direction.
Gotcha.
Also, there is a trader NPC
Mm-hmm.
that sells some rare stuff. There's only one per map. And since these maps are procedural generated, he could be anywhere.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have to go out and explore.
Hmm.
However, we found him 2 days ago, so we have a portal set up to go to his place.
Oh, nice.
But that's more of a like mid-game. You know, you're gonna have to do quite a few of those crypt/burial chambers, whatever they're called, to get access to the rare loot to sell to him. There's coins, there's amber pearls, there's some sort of gold
Why?
chunk of like ore, and rubies, I think are the other thing. So there's like, oh, necklaces. There's like 5 different valuables you can sell
Wow.
to get the coins, and then the coins are traded in for his gear. He has a belt that adds a bunch of carry weight. You can get.
Oh, sorry.
There's a headlamp. The fishing pole comes from him, and the bait.
Hmm.
And then there's a few other things he sells. But those are the main items you'd be interested in.
Okay.
Okay, so what? We're gonna take him out with the sniper?
But anyway, have a good night and enjoy the game. And feel free to either ask anyone else on the server or message me on Steam or whatever if you have any questions. The wiki is getting better. People are starting to update it, but it's still
Last
pretty
time
out of
it
date.
came from
Gotcha.
the west.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're looking for any good videos, the two that I've enjoyed the most are Firespark81. He used to make a lot of Conan videos.
Okay.
And then ESO is another guy.
Okay.
He's made a lot of other game videos too, but they tend to be the two biggest YouTubers right now making content, and they seem pretty good.
Right on.
So, all right, man, take it easy.
All right. Thanks again.
Later.
Later.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Let's take a look here. Trying to figure out where I'm going next. I need some more scraps for that. And then I have to upgrade once I get it. Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, and then that's right. So what do I need for? Let's see. So I need. Oh, okay. Whoa. Alright, so I need a bunch more scraps, more flint, and hide, and workbench, and that'll let make the tanning thing. And I guess that's gonna be the next thing.
So I don't know. Yeah, someone shot me. Well, maybe they didn't then. It seems like
Oh, I guess I could make the bed. Might as well. my cousin and aunt, or cousins and aunt are playing
I didn't shoot until someone
GTA right now, so that's what you're hearing in the background.
didn't kill him, so
Let's see. So I need. All right. So what do we got? What did Mike set me up with here? So I got a good amount of those. Let's just go ahead and get. Oh, and he got some coal for me. Nice. I need. So I need. What am I looking at? I need 5 more leather scraps and 2 more flint. Okay. So he actually gave me the pretty good setup to progress as I go. I was just talking to I was just talking to one of my other friends the other night about you know, Risky and I, we've been friends since high school, and yeah, he's always been a pretty good buddy for sure. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of wander around here and see if I can find... Oh, wow. A stag. I swear that stag wasn't there. But, let's see. So I'm just kind of wandering around looking for flint and boars, basically, because those are the 2 things I need. You feel cold. I don't think I really need stone. Because I know he said something about, well, I think he said it also kind of, you find it in the Black Forest, but I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't stick near the shore, the lake shore. Because that seemed to be where I was finding a lot of it as well. I think I'll do that. I think I'll head kind of down toward the lake shore.
Oh, you know what? We should wait till he turns and then shoot him from behind. Then there won't be any high beams, and he'll be going in a straight line, so it'll be easy to shoot him.
Let's see if I can sneak up on this stag, because it looks like he stopped being alerted.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So we do need to shoot him before that.
Oh, it's not a stag. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Yeah.
It seems to make sense. I think it makes sense that he would have saw the bodies. Unless there's something where people in vehicles don't see their bodies. But I don't think that's the case.
Some necks down in the water. It's still such a weird name for a lizard as a neck. It's even funnier thinking about the fact that it's a neck tail. I didn't know necks had tails. Here's a flint.
Oh, that'd be cool if that works.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to continue too much longer because, I mean, granted, I know this stream's been going for a minute, but I've also got to have to hop off here so I can get ready for bed. I got that whole adulting thing going on now. Gotta get up for work in the morning. Oop. Alright, let's see. Let's continue. Looking for this flint. So yeah, really, the devs of this game, like I heard of this out of nowhere. I don't know how long there was even early access for it. Like it just, like I said, it popped up on my queue, my game queue in Steam, kind of randomly, and you know, saw the little videos and stuff, and read a little bit about it, and seemed, you know, like having having played Minecraft and you know, 7 Days to Die, all those kinds of games. Of course, you know, the open world survival game is right up my alley. So, and again, you know, it being co-op, definitely designed to be co-op, definitely made it even more interesting to me. And now, having gotten into it, like, it'd be nice if it was, if the sort of tutorial side of things was a little more, like, out front. What's that? Oh, I got some raw meat just randomly sitting out there. Oh, there we go. There's some more flint there. How much flint do I have now? Alright, I got enough for that one. I think I'm going to try and pick up a little bit more, though, because I know I'm going to need it. But, you know, that's the good thing about Mike having gotten into this before me. Mike, Risky. I don't know if he's done content for his YouTube for a little bit, but he goes by Risky. And that's the name of his YouTube channel. So if you want to give him a look, I haven't actually looked at his channel in a while. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go take a look myself. But definitely want to give him a little bump, because, you know, he did join me on this stream, so it'd be good to, you know, cross promote. Mutual benefit. Oh, boar. I'm eventually gonna have to get a little more strategic with my, or tactical, I guess, with my combat. You know, just the whole run up and bash 'em thing isn't always gonna work. Gotten too used to that in other games.
Wow, that was great. These pistols are.
I think the only thing that could feel, you know, this is reminding me also, this is completely kind of random thought, but this is kind of reminding me of what do you call it, an old game called Reign of Kings, and it was really interestingly structured, like PvP kind of crafting game where you're all kind of on a map. Oh, is that a grayling right next to them? That kind of sucks. Oh well. But
I like this. This is fun. This is gonna be a lot funner with sniper rifles.
But you all, you know, are on all on this island, and you know, y'all gotta you kind of you either do clans or whatever, but then you basically are vying for you know, leadership of the island. It had some interesting mechanics. If you became the king, you could set taxation and you know on other players, and it's really kind of interesting combination of things. Ouch. There we go. Huh. Whoa, okay.
We can shoot from like 1 or 2 cameras.
Let's see if I can.
No more than that. I forget how many we can shoot before they
That didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. I guess it does a decent amount. A couple of jump attacks. And
shoot 2 guys at the pool area.
a slash. I wonder how it'd be if I led with more slashing. I wonder what the dandelions are good for. I'm gonna have to look into that. I wonder if dandelions you can make like tea or something.
We can shoot that camera actually. Go ahead and shoot it.
Oh, a boar. Yeah. Day 72.
Two guys at the end there.
It's kind of a funny way to put it. You could eat another bite. It's kind of like the opposite of what you'd expect. I couldn't possibly eat another bite. Yeah, how many leather? Okay, so I need 3 more leather scraps. So I gotta find some more boar. I did pick that up, right? Yeah. Picking up more flint is good. Definitely want to do that.
So you see the guy on the
So
left?
next down water.
Okay. Take the guy on the right. Yeah. Green.
Look like a bunch of necks down there.
Perfect.
It's all neck. Not a lot of anything else. I don't think I need any more stone right at the moment. I'm probably gonna regret not gathering more as I go, but I actually hit max carry weight not too long ago, so
Oh, I missed, and then I
I'm
shot
a bit
him.
more aware of limits.
That was close.
I do want to try and get this deer though, because just doesn't feel right passing them up. Yeah. Sweet, got some flint there too.
Okay, watch out, the guy.
Oh, like a little village here. I wonder what this is.
Yeah, here he comes, here he comes. He's gonna come right there, where you're standing.
Flint.
He's gonna be right there. No.
Give me that sweet flint. Interesting little shack things. Stone I'm not so worried about. More flint. Little flint hiding in the grass there. I wonder if I need to keep these closed, if that makes a difference. I feel like these are probably intentional mushroom farms. So take a look at that later. All right, let's get a little adventurous. Let's see what's up in this little village thing here. Some more flint, that's good. Little campfire there. Oh, a stag. Stag trying to climb on the roof. Don't run. Damn it! No! Shoot! Ah!
The guy up here,
Come on, get stuck. Get stuck on something. Get stuck on something. Damn, pathing's too good. Well done, devs. Well done. That sucks. I was like right on top of him too. Ah, it's open or empty. That's cool. It's a little like road sign kind of thing. Dang it, he started coming back. Oh, he's right there. Ran out of stamina before I could swing. Kind of getting him corralled into this little island. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can just kind of hide. Maybe he'll slow down and stop somewhere that's not too bad. Now he's going out in the water. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Wonder if I can get in his path. If I can get in his path and sneak attack him. Where'd he go? There he is. Ah, hit him twice.
I got the guy on the right.
Oh no. Running out of stamina in the water, not good. Dadgum stag. Can't make up his mind which way to go. Oh, he's coming back this way. Come on! Come on!
Ah, damn it!
Yes! Oh no! Almost drowned, but I got it, dang it. Can I grab fish? Probably can't get close enough for that. Thought I saw a flint I did. Yeah. Still gotta find some more boar, though. Bunch of necks down in the water. Wonder if they'll ever add mounts to this, like, you know, horses. If they don't already, I don't know. I didn't look to see if that was a feature actually. That'd be awesome though. I mean, I know they added them to Conan Exiles, so you know, I don't think it'd take too much to add it to this. But I don't know if that's a planned feature or not. But you know, Vikings riding horses is, you know, very natural sort of thing. Big old like Clydesdale looking things. It'd be hilarious if you could do it with stags. What's that? That's one of the greylings. Not worried about greylings right now. What I want are boar.
No, you can use the pistol. Yeah, it's silenced.
Woof, woof, woof. And stab. There's a boar.
Damn it! Sorry, I killed the Terminator guy in the wrong spot, I guess.
Got the some more leather scraps. Still need 2 more. Dang. Seemed like I was running up on boar all the time before. Really? Back up off. Oh, whoa!
Them and getting shot to death. Sounds like the end of Chastity and the Sundance Kid. If it was Red Dead Redemption, it's especially feel like that.
There's a bunch of deer here. The food affecting your health and stamina is a really interesting mechanic. There's another boar. Alright, so I'll go for the boar in a second. I just want to... Since I can actually run up on the boar, I want to really go for these deer. Where'd he go? Don't tell me he spooked and ran, dang it. There it is. Yeah. I don't need the trophy. Don't need any of those trophies. Ah, dang it. I gotta remember. Oh no. Okay, it did stay out of the. Okay, that's what I wanted. Didn't think about the fact that if I ran over it, I could just end up picking it right back up. This is where I got that other mushroom. I need to. Oh wait, no, this is closed. Oh, no mushroom. Let's go for this gray dwarf here. Got him. Got him! Oh wait, no, that was a greyling. I thought it was a gray. Oh, that's right. The gray dwarfs have blue eyes. Gotta remember that. Let's see if I can find another boar. Oh, he said something. What did he say? Yeah, I was thinking about. He said, I don't know if you saw the Steam message. He said to make sure to set a marker for your base. I need to remember to do that so I don't get like super lost. I'm sticking pretty close to home right now, but you know, eventually I'm gonna need to branch out and do a lot more exploring. A circle of stones. Alright, where's my little shack? There it is. Let's see here. M. That's a ping. Can I drag? Oh, double click. There we go. Home lodge. There we are. Alright, let's go back out. Oh, there's a boar. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, another one. Sweet. I'm at 21 scraps. Can I find any more? That would be oh so wonderful if I could. I heard you. Oh, there you are. Here you are, over there. Don't even know I'm here, do you? Let's keep moving along the shore. See if any more flint has popped up around here. Kind of cool to start learning to fish. I wonder if there are bears in this game too. It'd be a very Viking thing, bears.
Jason, you walked into the camera. Oh, maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Sorry. What happened then? Well, the camera's way over here, so you couldn't have walked into the camera.
Okay, so now we're at their outpost.
I don't know what happened.
Ow, bugger.
Oh, walking towards Terminator kills you real quick.
Boom. I don't need a trophy. I need to eat again.
Jason wasn't at the camera yet.
Or very nice, peaceful music. Couple of deer.
You have to wait until
I'm glad he said something. Glad he taught me about freaking sneaking up on the deer too. Because if I had not known about that, I would have probably gone through the same frustration as other people with trying to figure out, okay, well, what if I do the bow, and then, you know, I still kind of want to try the bow just to see if, why won't he pick that up? Oh, carrying too much. Ha, that's why. What can I drop? Anything that's not valuable enough to keep carrying?
Right or left?
I don't think I need those dandelions. Oh, that's not.
3, 2, 1.
I hate to say it, but let's drop. There we go. Alright, so yeah, time to head home.
There's someone in the bullet must have gone by someone in the back or something. Back here.
I missed what that highlighted.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we gotta shoot towards the other direction.
Oh shit, I'm out of stamina.
No, that's where we shot from just now. It's where we
Oh, more boar. Sweet.
last time.
Oh, 3.
There's a danger that there would be someone standing, like walking by where the bullet would go. So we have to. That makes a difference. What were we using pistols last time?
Didn't I even? Oh wow, I probably can't even pick up the scraps. Alright, time to put stuff
Last time we did this.
in the house. In the house.
That the bullets would alert people.
Oh man.
Two in one shot. That's the difference. Oh, it's from shooting times. Alright, well we'll try pistol this time. Man, the pistol's harder.
Alright, let's see. Oh, and then this. What are these anyway? Grey dwarf eyes? I wonder what those are good for.
You know, you shoot from probably safer.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Probably fine actually. Okay.
Ah, okay, a forge. So I need more coal. I need copper. I gotta figure out how to get copper. Right, I should be able to pick up this stuff from these boars now. Leather scrap, leather scrap, leather scrap. Yeah, I am gonna have to figure out how to make the how to get the copper, because I know he mentioned it, but let's see, I need to make a tanning thing too. Whoops, well, not what I meant to do, but
Got the guy on the right. Well, you hold still, then yes. Fuck, I missed. he still wasn't dead even after I shot him. That's crazy.
Oh, cool. So I got... Just need the... Okay, cool. Much more raw meat do I have here? I can combine them now. Got a lot of cooked meat. That's good. A lot of resources in general. Let's see. Let me see. Actually. Sit by the fire. Let's see, I'm gonna look up how to get some coal real quick. Or not coal, copper. Oh, and I'm gonna have to end this stream pretty soon. Valheim. Copper. The gear with wood and leather will get you through the early hours of the co-op survival game, but once you build a base and got the first like stages, well, you want to start making things out of metal. This means mining copper. Drop hard antlers, which you need to craft your very first pick. Hard antlers, okay. Alright, good to know. Okay, so... Eikthyr. So I gotta defeat Eikthyr. Eikthyr? Okay, good to know. Oh, shoot. Well, without meaning to, I'm building up coal. What can I craft now, though? I can craft the leather stuff.
What were the extra shots just now? Neither of us. We were both using snipers. It's like someone shot at us. I guess that angle's wrong too. Yeah, I guess that angle's wrong. That too. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. You just sneak around.
There we go. Oh, okay, so it just automatically repairs everything in order, basically. Okay, that's cool. I could technically upgrade the flint knife. I don't know if it's worth upgrading the flint knife, though. Or the flint axe, for that matter. What am I missing for the bow? Oh man, of course, more leather scraps. A big old bunch of cooked meat, that's good. I have to fight Eikthyr. Okay, so what does the spear... How much damage does it do? Oops. Alright, so... Probably gonna try this. You know, I'm gonna craft one of these and I'm gonna try it as a weapon, see how that does. Alright, got 5 more raw meat to cook up. Suppose I should eat. Still gotta cook up all these tails too. These neck tails. This is quite an interesting game. Oh, jeez, I'm not actually cooking anything. Quite an interesting game experience for sure. It's got kind of a good rhythm though. Like, you know, you kind of keep moving and picking up various things as you go. You can stay focused on what you need for your next step. You can, you know, just kind of grab things as you go. I like that you can cook like this too. There we go. Raw meat and another tail. Ichthyr is ready. Alright, got the last of the meat cooked up. Now just the neck tails. Wonder where you find Ichthyr. Wait for this one. There we go. So I'll have to just keep exploring more. Eventually, I'll be able to upgrade to the metal stuff. Really, that's the only thing holding me back now is the copper. I've unintentionally stockpiled the coal. Once I get the last of these tails, these neck tails processed here. Alright, last batch. Last batch, last batch. I guess this is technically something I could have done off stream, which is cool. But you know, it all works out. It all works out. Oh, hey Coop! Long time no see. Yeah, no worries. I'm guessing you just heard I'm gonna be. Well, I actually can't remember if I said it out loud. I'm gonna be calling it quits here in just a minute. But oops, I just ended up making charcoal. Dang it. I don't know if you've heard anything about this game. It's Valheim. It's a new survival game. Got like rave reviews on Steam, and it just came across it randomly on my queue, and it's pretty awesome. It's a like feudal Viking kind of game tied into Norse mythology, and yeah, it's pretty neat. The graphics are kind of an interesting low texture, so it's like my buddy Risky, who is playing with me, kind of described it. The graphics are very PS1. Granted, the polygon models are you know, higher polygons, which I think if it was much lower, it'd be kind of hard to get people to get on board with it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I know I haven't been on in quite a while. Actually, this is like the first 8-hour work day I've had in forever. So it's nice to be able to kind of have time to do some stuff and get on and stream. Granted, I could do it in the evenings, but you know, you work 10 hours. It's hard to find the energy to do much of anything. But you know, I've gone through and he helped me with the basics. My buddy Risky. This is actually on a server that he and some friends of his are playing on. Helped me get together my first little starter shack here, and got the the reason there's this kind of funky section of roof back here is because you can see the smoke coming off the fire. The smoke is actually volumetric. So if you don't have a legit chimney worked out in your house, you can actually fill your house with smoke and end up suffocating to death. And like, you know, if the fire is directly exposed to weather and it rains, then the rain can actually put the fire out. And you know, there's a lot of neat mechanics with a bit more depth than a lot of games, you know, typically put into it. Oh, sweet, another boar. Must be a good chance to try out my spear. Wow, the spear actually hits pretty quick. It's not what I expected as far as strikes though. I figured it'd be like straightforward, like stabbing forward, and not throwing. Let's see. He did say that it's got a throwing secondary. Let's try that out. Ah, jeez. Alright, so it's got kind of some arc that you have to watch for. Oh, and automatically. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, well, we'll do it like that then. That way I can switch off to my... What was that? Oh, dandelions. Another interesting sort of system in the game is if you look in the lower left of my screen, you can see my health bar, food bar, and then the other thing is like Eikthyr is like one of the bosses. So this game has boss fights, and the boss fights are part of the progression. But the foods that you eat, and the very top food is berries. They're blinking right now, which means they're about to run out. But as you eat food, it fills in parts of your bar. And the more each food kind of has different value, and the higher the value, the like more health and stamina you have. Like the food directly affects your health and stamina pools. So that's an interesting sort of way to work the food mechanic into the whole thing. Let's see if I can get a little better with the... I gotta remember it doesn't charge up. I actually have to... Yeah. Huh, interesting. The throwing mechanic takes some timing to get used to, but I think getting the feel of it, that's gonna be kind of fun to mess around with. Let's see. And it's got sneak mechanics as well, so the way the sneak works in this is if you crouch, you can see your stealth, and the knife actually has a stealth bonus. And if you notice, when I sneak, the stamina bar down at the bottom, sneaking drains your stamina. So... when you sneak, you have to be conscious of your range to your target and all that kind of stuff. And then, again, the knife, the flint knife has a stealth bonus too. So like when you backstab, when you stab in the back, then you do more damage with the knife. yeah, it's a really kind of unique. It's a little different than sort of everything. Than a lot of other survival games that are out there. And it's got a level by doing system. So the more you do something, the higher the level becomes. Right, let's see if I can spear this boar. Oh, I got it! Wow! Haha! Nice. Didn't think I could do that. And then, of course, each of the mobs have different things that they drop. The Greylings, which you'll see those, they're like little goblin kind of things. They drop resin, and resin you use for torches. The boar that I just killed, they drop leather scraps, which is one type. Oh, here we go. Here's a Greyling. I missed. Those are deer. I know they sound like hyenas or something, but probably spooked too. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. The deer you really have to sneak up on. Oh, good. It didn't hear me. But the boars drop leather scraps, which are used for mostly for weapons and tools. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit this. Nope. Crap. Got one of them at least. Now I gotta go try and find my spear. There it is. Dang it. Ah. Spear hunting in this is not easy. And the deer, you can see they can really outrun you, so it's really hard to... Ah! It was a boar. I thought it was a deer. It's a boar. Ouch. There we go. Ugh. Let's see. So I'm kind of just wandering around. The boar are kind of one of the main things. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Well, I gotta actually quit here in just a minute, but I'm really just kind of exploring right at the moment and seeing what I can find. The very next thing I gotta do is I'm gonna have to fight Eikthyr, because Eikthyr drops hard antlers, and hard antlers are what I need for making the first pickaxe. The first pickaxe, you know, is what you can use to get copper, and then I think copper and tin, and I need copper to make the forge. So, but you know, getting there, making progress. I mean, I've gotten quite a ways, you know, already just in the time that I've been streaming tonight. I'll see. I just leveled up running, just leveled up running by running. Go figure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to eat again. And you can eat again while your bar is, or while your food is flashing. You don't have to wait until it's completely like used up in order to top off, basically. Ah! Yeah. Let's see. Ah, dang it. Yeah. So that's actually a pretty cool kind of thing to have the spear and then the knife, so you can kind of take the shot with the spear, and if it don't work... Let's see if I can do this. Shit. A drop on the spear. It's also hard to try and lead the target. Spuds McGee, that's my buddy Risky that he saw that I have arrived. That he's the one that he recommended the game after I had seen it on my queue, and then he's the one who had just got in and shown me. Man. Back my spear. I wish there was a mechanic that would allow you to, like, basically charge the spear up. There we go. Ah! Basically, like, you could just hold it, you know? Hold it up, and then when you release, then it would throw, you know? So here's some deer up here. This game is dangerously addicting. I just leveled up my sneaking. No! Spooked. Dang it. I missed. Darn. Man. The drop on that never works the way I think it should. Ah. Looks like I'm about to get in a fight with two boar. Oh, wow, nice. Was not expecting to dispatch them that easily. Oh, oh, oh. Alright, let's see if I can do this one now. Dang it! Determined to get good with this spear. Oh, I got him! Alright, I think that's a good stopping point, because if I don't stop now, I'm not gonna stop when I really should. But, yeah. Yeah, this is great. I'm loving this game, having a great time. Definitely a blast. Oh yeah, I forgot to look up too. Check that out. Get Yggdrasil, the world tree. With a branch of it hanging over. So cool, right? It's pretty amazing. really cool game, just kind of out of nowhere. No idea it was in development, and it's just kind of like, hey, here it is. So it's ended up being a great surprise and has been a great investment. And my cousin's cat is yelling at me for attention, just being a spoiled brat. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and as far as repairing things goes, so you just come to the workbench and then hit the hammer there, and it just repairs everything. And repair is a free function on the workbench. So, all right, I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Whoa, check out the spear on the back. That's cool. It's a heck of long. Oh, cool. I can sleep. Oh, nice. Cool. Alright, well, I guess that's what I'm going to be doing in real life, so I might as well mimic that in the game. Catch you next time, Coop. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, hopefully I can start streaming a bit more. Yeah, alright. Have a good one. Until next time, catch you on the flip side.